All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again on the greatest wrestling podcast that has ever existed in the history of the internet, the Watchalong Express. I am, as always, your host, Andrew, with the greatest tag team outside the New Age Outlaws that ever existed, the Double J with their J manager, John, Justin, Jordan. What's going on, fellas?
Doing good, man. How's everyone doing?
Good.
I'm hanging in there.
Excellent.
I'm doing good.
That's what we like to hear. So, we're back for the culmination of this. I believe would be May's Raw's episodes, and we're into or is it June? April's episodes. Yeah, we're still in April. We are at the very first Unforgiven. Crazy. Now, Justin, you had mentioned something that you wanted me to mention, and I forgot it. What was? Oh, this is the 83 week, right? So the Raw we watched before broke the 83 week streak of WCW. So this is like a big moment where the tides have turned. Everything's starting to shift back to WWE now. And this is a pay-per-view where I remember it actually being a disappointment. Now, I haven't watched it in 20-something years, but I remember feeling that this did not live up to what it was billed as. Not that it's not going to be good, not that we're not going to have a ton of shit to make fun of, but I remember it as not being the best pay-per-view. Do you guys have any, Justin, do you remember any of this stuff? Obviously, John doesn't. I think it was
I remember the poster a lot. I don't really remember a ton about the pay-per-view. I think this is the Kane Inferno match, right? I remember it being kind of weird to watch. I remember it being kind of weird watching it as a kid, although, remember, I was 8
or so
7.
Disbelief kayfabe was still very much alive with you.
Yeah, kayfabe was very much alive. I think I said this on a previous episode, but I was very much the WCW fake WWF is real kid.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite takes you've ever had, which is just but they're the same thing. Nope, that one's real. Not. That one's
no, they're not.
No, they're not. Oh, bleep that out. Oop.
Yeah.
All right.
We made it 5 minutes into the episode, and we're already getting bleeped here.
I hate it. Although I do love listening back to it and hearing the bleep come, because I always have to be like, we just said cunt, and that didn't get bleeped. What? Yeah.
That's right.
That's we're meant integrity on this podcast.
There's fucking integrity, bro. Fucking integrity.
I don't really remember a whole lot about the pay-per-view except for the fact that it's that the Inferno match is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But that's really it. I remember seeing the poster and thinking the poster was badass because Undertaker with the flames.
Oh yeah, it's cool. But again, so
that's literally all I remember.
It didn't totally live up. So, but we are gonna get started. So if you guys all get your cocks up and ready and rolling and squared out, you're gonna be looking for Unforgiven. Just search Unforgiven. It'll be season 1, episode 1.
Before we do that, let's do beer theme.
Oh, beer theme. Yep. So while you guys are all doing that, so it was my theme this week, and I chose Golden Age. Now, the Golden Age of wrestling was the 80s, so this beer had to be available to you in the 80s, and I went with the goddamn High Life.
High Life.
Because when you live the high life, you truly live life, and that's true. It's the champagne of beers. It's perfect. Like. Guys, I'm going to have 12 beers tonight. You guys might get some crazy IPA, some crazy Sierra Nevada, something. Nope. You fucking live the high life. You're having a good fucking time.
Live by the high life.
Live by the high life. Die by the high life. Thank you, Jordan. Exactly.
Fair enough.
All right. John, what are you rolling with?
I went with a personal favorite of mine. Good old Narragansett.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Hi, neighbor. That's since 1890, which is a nice little flip of the 1980 we were looking at.
Look at you with the math.
With the numbers and such.
As Samuel L. Jackson said, look at the big brain on Brad.
And this is also like Special America stylized to get the stars. And normally it's hard to see in the camera, but the trimming around the red is blue as well.
Oh, look at that!
It looks pretty fresh.
I think that's pretty dope.
I'm not always usually a huge fan of the flag theme stuff, but that's fresh. That's cool.
It's usually really tacky.
Yeah,
yes,
it's usually thrown on and feels too much.
It's usually really terrible.
All right, Justin, hit us up.
So I went with an old classic. I went with a Boston Lager, a Sam's Boston Lager. This was available in the 80s.
Okay.
And I made sure. It was one of the first, like I've talked about the history of craft beer a little bit on the podcast. It was one of the first craft beer companies that started. It did start in the 80s. And the reason I went with a lager, one is because it's like their only real beer. And two, lagers were the beer of the 80s. It was the number one selling beer in America at the time. So not Sam Adams.
Yeah, we're all drinking lagers,
we all
baby.
did it. There you go.
Yeah, not Sam Adams in particular, but just lagers.
Right. Lagers in general.
As John and I just proved. Yep, that's true.
Yeah, there we go.
I almost went with Miller.
So
I almost went with Miller Lite.
Are we going to crack all together? Or
Let's try to do it. Let's try to make it happen.
Hold on. Wait.
Okay. Do you need a fresh one?
1, 2, 3. Crack 'em.
3.
That was good. Good job, boys.
I was there.
All right, cheers, boys. Here we go. Unforgiven 98. Oh, and John, if you could get the rules up.
Get those up.
Guaranteed we added rules the last episode that I don't remember.
Rules are okay. So I think the only rule that we added last time was drink on keg. I don't remember.
I do because in the backstage, because there's lots of backstage brawls, and usually they get thrown through a mountain of kegs.
Oh yeah, yep. You're right. You're right.
That happens a lot. More than people get arrested. I'd argue that.
Well, I would like to say we edited this, and I don't know if you guys remember, but we were having this discussion, and then we decided instead of someone getting arrested, we just drink whenever Keystone cops show up.
There we go.
Whether someone gets arrested or not.
Good correct.
And this is a better rule because I think that I'm sure you agree the cops show up plenty. Maybe arrests don't always happen, but cops show up plenty.
Exactly.
So I think that this is a good middle ground.
And we should do a fun. Maybe we can do a fun thing. Maybe we don't have to do this episode because this pay-per-view probably won't happen anyway. But maybe we do this. Maybe it's just a rule that just gets called out. Maybe it's a John or me or Andrew being the social master. Although I think I'm taking that title because I'm definitely the guy who's
knock yourself out. I'm the host, motherfucker. I don't need enough. I don't need more titles. I'm the host.
That's true. You're good. So I think what we should do is depending on the beers, because you got to be courteous, because I'm not rude. But I think, like if we're all drinking like a Bud Light or a Miller Light or whatever it is, if it's one of those shitty kind of beer nights, if a Keystone cop gets stunnered, you have to finish your beer.
Okay, I'm into that.
But
only how about this? But if 5 Keystone cops get stunnered, I'm only drinking once.
It's once per episode.
What if they
this will be in the suck it.
Right. Jordan just said that. She goes, "What if he sucks it after?" And then it's just like, damn it.
No, I still have to drink in the suck it, but you can't because you can't muddy the waters. That's cheap. All right, yes. But let's have a drink to this episode.
Let's do it.
And let's have some fun.
Mm-hmm. All right. So for all those ready to rock and roll, we are going to get our networks ready and rocking. And we are going to go in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, I love that they still have the intro. Like the... Yep, exactly. Love it. Perfect.
Number 1 leader.
Oh, look at... I love the black and white. Because you never see it in black and white. It's always color. And so to just have them change it all to black, and then bring the color in, like they know what they're doing. They know.
Oh, dude. That's awesome. I would say that. So like we've talked about this in the first episode. I think we talked about it. Well, we probably only talked about it in the first episode because that's the only pay-per-view we've done so far. But man, they can make the shittiest storylines seem decent with these fucking edits. They're so good at it.
Absolutely. And it's years of just, you go back and you watch the 80s stuff, speaking of the golden age, and they never had a package. It was like Mr. Perfect would get a vignette, but he would never get a package after that. There was never something to like build up a storyline using these techniques. Whoever figured out to make wrestling exactly like the movies was the smartest guy that they ever hired.
Oh, dude.
Because you're basically...
What is this they're quoting? Sorry.
Their quote right now, they are quoting the Bible. and it's Dante's Epic Saga. Yeah,
Dante's
sorry.
Inferno.
Yeah, because Inferno match. I remember. Hold on, let me finish.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. They built this thing where it's like, okay, this is weird. You have your brother wants to light you on fire or burn you in hell or something. So how do we solve this? Let's light each other on fire.
Yeah.
That's what they fucking pitched was let's light each other on fire. Like, are you?
That's a hell of a. That's a hell of a way to go.
Listen, I love wrestling, but that's fucked. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna light each other on fire? Okay. So then, the other thing I was gonna say is, one of the best Pritchard stories ever is where he's like, "Hey Taker, hey Kane, so we're gonna do an Inferno match. What do you guys think of that? Sounds good. How the fuck are you gonna do that though? Pay-per-view pyro.
Nope, yes, sir.
You know, they were just as confused as everybody else, being like, how are we gonna do this? This isn't like we can't. You're not lighting me on fire. No, absolutely not. You're not lighting me on fire.
Be on the ass lookout.
Yep.
Ass wall.
Doesn't seem like there's a lot of signs there, or at least not as much as usual. Greensboro, North Carolina, though, that is the
There's signs.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
Ass.
Glass.
That's your ass.
All right. I'm drinking on JR's look.
The King's look is on fire.
Yeah, he's on top of it.
I love the King's look. I like
looking
JR
sharp.
has the blue to offset the red. Like it's a nice combo.
Kane versus Undertaker.
And we know JR fucking loves the Undertaker, so hell yeah.
Yep.
The blimp.
Sure does.
Love me some blimp action.
People are
10
trying
10
to
3
hit it.
2 1.
Dude, people are trying to hit it with shit.
Well,
Yeah, people are throwing
someone
stuff
call
at
it.
Oh, what's the first?
Okay, so we got of course it has to open with the Nation of Domination.
Yep.
Yeah, but the real Nation of Domination. Okay.
No, there's no
Rock's
Faarooq.
concerned. No, but as far as Rock's concerned, it is the real Nation of Domination.
It's not because it's not for and Kama Mustafa is way more into his Godfather gimmick now than he ever was. Like look. Oh my god! Somebody had a Stars and Bars and it said Nation of Dehydration.
That's
I don't know. Is that funny? I don't want to laugh.
I don't know.
I
don't know. I said poor taste just because Stars and Bars. But
Stars and Bars. But the Nation of Dehydration is actually kind of funny because they're all a bunch of sweaty guys.
It's true.
I guess, yeah, if that's what they're going for.
So he's already doing the Godfather thing already?
Kinda like he's acting Godfather-ish. Like he's got the hat on and he's sort of doing like the shoulder wiggle.
Sort of a proto.
Yeah,
We got the finger or the Austin fingers.
Oh, who we got?
Yeah.
X-Pac is, I just saw that X-Pac is gay.
He's gay.
This is great though. Faarooq, Shamrock, and Steve Blackman. Now
But you got to give him another. You got to give him a different outfit.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. They should have just made him like plain shorts guy with maybe like a singlet
Just
or
in
something.
trunks or something.
Yeah, trunks and a singlet or something, because he's got the nation colors on and stuff. He looks like he's still in the Nation of Domination. If you turned it on and didn't have the sound on and didn't know what was going on, you'd be like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
They are going to do it. They are going to do it. Saying, fuck you.
My God.
Wow.
Oh. Hey, allies.
That's
Steve
right.
Blackman and Ken Shamrock are fucking allies.
That's fucking right.
Yeah. Fact.
It's fucking awesome.
This is so good.
Limber up, Blackman.
Dude, I'm with John. The Shamrock theme is just it's like a fine wine. It gets better every time I hear it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Good.
It's a good one. Do you think does he still use it?
Ass. I don't know, but 2 asses on those shirts.
Too many asses.
You know, I haven't had Boston Lager in a very long time.
I'll be honest. I don't know if I've had Boston Lager ever. I usually am not a Sam Adams person, so I've never really drank
That
it.
makes sense.
I don't hate this beer. I understand why people don't like this beer because it's just kind of the standard. Your dad drank this. It was Budweiser.
Yeah.
Like, get it?
No, it's
But,
way
like-
better than that's not true at all. It's way better than Budweiser. As somebody who's a little bit older and whose parents would bring home 2 racks of Budweiser every 2 days, trust me, Sam Adams ain't a
No.
Budweiser.
I get that. I was just saying that, like,
Oh,
familiar.
I
Rocky
remember
sucks.
my dad drinking this. You know what I mean?
Me too. I
So,
do.
like,
Yeah.
my dad-
John's
That's what I'm
dad.
saying. Like,
My
I'm
stepdad
not
drank
a-
this as a kid.
I'm not equivalent. I'm not saying that this is as on the level of Budweiser. I'm just saying it is the dad beer.
True.
And
It is a dad beer.
Hold on. Do you know what the most dad beer is though? John, you're fucking drinking it.
Think
It's fucking Gansett, dude. I can't tell you how many friends' barbecues I'd go over, and I'd reach in there to grab a Coke or a Sprite or something, and it'd be just Gansett. Just one half of the
I'm
cooler
wearing
was
a Hawaiian.
full.
I'm wearing a Hawaiian t-shirt and cargo pants that zip off. Like
a Gansett
become
drinker.
Shorts.
Yeah, he's
like
the
I'm.
quintessential.
Call me
Gansett
dad.
drinker.
I don't fucking
Wow.
give a shit.
I will
I'm
call you
embracing
dad.
aesthetic.
All right, pops.
Yeah.
Oh, too good. That's
Sort of a dad wizard vibe I'm going.
Which is funny because we've discussed this. You want to be a dad someday, or are you just like, nah? I'm just gonna
No.
look like a dad my whole life.
I'm gonna appropriate dad culture.
Wow. Wow.
Whoa.
Do it,
John,
Is that
Hold on.
insensitive?
Hold on.
I
No,
don't
it's
know.
not. You better go get yourself some New Balance though.
This dude's explosive.
Some special shoes.
Some New Balance grass cutter 501s, baby.
Don't
Wow.
mind if I do.
I don't understand why you know the shoe name.
Because it's not called a grass cutter, but it is a New
Why?
Balance 501 because I worked at Olympia Sports and used to sell shoes for a living. So I know exactly.
There's a lot of
ads coming through on that.
exactly what shoe that fucking is.
Oh.
So can we just appreciate too that in the Sam Adams bottles it always says cheers?
I love that.
I like when beers have a little message on
Me
the
too.
cap.
John-
I'm a fan of that.
Kona
You just open it
brew-
up and just
on the Kona Big Wave bottles, Justin. If you look underneath, it'll give you a Hawaiian phrase.
Oh, does it really?
That's cool. Like that. Remember, Snapple would always give you like a cool trivia thing or something. Like I like that.
Yeah.
Cheers is cool. Like, hey, cheers, we're having drinks. But by the sixth
Yeah.
one, I'm like, all right, cheers, great. But if I get
the Snapple,
well,
the
if I
Snapple
get
facts.
yeah, yeah.
Snapple facts,
If I
yeah.
get 6
Not
different
really.
cool Hawaiian quotes for my 6-pack, I can make a cool Hawaiian sentence and just be like, mahalo. Da-da-da-da-da. Like
Oh, it's
I suppose that's true.
I like that. I can think of a couple, but it doesn't make any sense to anybody else.
Oh, slap. Open hand slap.
See, again, this looks like 2 guys who are tag team partners fighting.
well, they posed it,
It
as
It does.
like
You're
It
right.
does.
Faarooq
You really shouldn't have the
Blackman.
same color.
Yes! Bring out the
Faarooq's
belt,
just like,
baby!
fuck
he's like
this.
the dad figure.
Yeah.
That's disqualification, right? Oh,
It's-
because,
pretty sure.
At the minimum, it's an illegal move, so.
but
Yeah.
somehow the fact that Kama is upset is distracting the ref, so he can't see why he's upset.
Look at The Rock just
Oh,
yelling. I love it. The ref doesn't hear the smack, smack, smack of the
I
belt
know, I
hitting
know.
him. Nope. What the fuck are we doing?
I'm pretty pumped that the heel tactics were used by the babyface there. It's always a good
Suplex.
it's a good thing.
Good
Yep.
touch.
Agreed. I really like this matchup so far. Like I thought this was going to be kind of dorky, but it actually turns out like
Super explosive.
it's super. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's very high energy. We got a lot of shit going on. These guys all are.
I mean,
I mean, these are all Hall of Famers outside of Steve Blackman.
Yeah, I was gonna say something. I think I said I was listening back to an episode, and we were talking about Blackman and Ken Shamrock when the first time they came out as a tag team. They should have just done that right away.
Yep, I agree.
If you did that right away, that would have been fucking badass.
Yeah.
I would have been in on it. Because Blackman can come in for a hot tag and
Exactly,
just do a karate
that's
kick,
exactly what
and
it would
it'll
be.
look fine. But-
To quote our namesakes here, the Rock and Roll Express, it would be Ricky and Robert. Robert would fight for 18 of the 20 minutes of the fucking match. But he'd tag Ricky in at the right point. Ricky would clean house, hit the elbow drop, they'd hit the double drop kick. 1, 2, 3, it's over.
Yep.
If they had done that with Steve Blackman, let Shamrock work. Let Blackman be the silent, I stand in the corner, I'm intimidating. Like, I'm the quiet
Yeah.
guy that you think looks small, but I'm going to get in there and kick your ass. You know, like you didn't see it coming kind of thing. They could. You're exactly right, John. That would have been a great storyline.
Yeah. And then, of course, it's a perfect situation where once Blackman gets his chops up and can actually look good wrestling, then you have him and Ken Shamrock have a fight, blow off.
Exactly.
You know, whatever.
That's just standard booking.
And that's great. And there's a level to it where they're both, you know, legitimate fighters. Well, Ken Shamrock definitely is. But they're both
Blackman,
like
no. The reason Blackman isn't good is because he is a legitimate fighter and he can't pull the punches.
I actually don't
much.
know. That goes to show that I don't really know that much about him.
He's a legitimate fighter and he can't hold back enough. So to go back to what you were saying, if they broke them up, then they give Blackman a mouthpiece. Right? He's never going to be great at promos. He's just not. But if he gets his wrestling skills better, working with Shamrock, training together, blah, 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 then split them up, but have it so that he has a person to come in and talk shit to Shamrock. You have a character. You have Brock Lesnar. That's what Brock fucking Lesnar was. And that is not true. That Steve Blackman is Brock Lesnar. Everybody relax.
Yeah.
No,
but it's the same idea. Justin, you just said it. It's atypical booking. Fine. I don't care.
I mean,
book it the same way you've done it. Keep going.
I mean, that's essentially what you did with Rock.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You brought him in as this major baby face, right? You tried to blue chip him. It didn't work, so you stuck him with people that could teach him.
Right. Why not do that with Well, I know why they don't do that with Blackman because he's a random guy. The Rock is a third generation guy that no matter what we think,
no one cares about that. Though, except for wrestling.
But Vince does. And that means Vince is going to... We don't, of course. No. I
don't give a shit that Carmella's dad's a wrestler.
I don't care that I don't care that Randy Orton's grandfather was a wrestler. Like, I don't give a shit. Right. Yeah. Absolutely. But Vince cares about that shit. So he's going to put more stuff, more energy into The Rock than he's ever going to put into a guy like Steve Blackman. Ever. It's just not going to happen. And that's not Steve Blackman's fault because, again, if Steve Blackman was given the right opportunity, would be okay. Maybe.
He'd be fine. He would be fine.
Right now,
like if you gave him like the European title, I wouldn't think weird.
No, exactly. Especially with what we've been watching right now, where we can see he can go. He's never going to be a Hall of Famer now, but he could have been a borderline Hall of Famer. Given just a little bit more of a push from the inside, he did as much as he could with what he was given, which wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot.
His look is pretty generic too, like the black trunks and stuff like that.
Right, but get a little momentum behind him, change it up. Don't forget, when the Hardy Boys started, they looked like generic tag team A and B. Like, they looked like goofs.
Yeah, that's true.
Give them a little bit of a push.
They were like all in neon, right?
Right, yes, exactly, John. Exactly. Yeah. They looked like morons. Give them a little bit of time, give them a little bit of money and a push and the ability to do your thing. Oof. You never know. I mean, clearly, we just see it. Blackman can go. He's been in there for about 6 minutes. And he's doing fine. I don't think it's weird, but you know what I'm waiting for?
It's terrible to look at.
It's not terrible. I'm waiting for that hot tag to Shamrock. Right. Because he was just a bigger entity. He was a bigger personality. That's the word I was looking for. Like, he fit the mold better.
Yeah, for sure.
The Rock's kicks are my favorite kicks of all time.
Well, do the little shake every time.
Shimmy shake, shimmy shake, shimmy shake.
Like he's shaking. I don't know exactly what that does. It doesn't look badass, but
well, that's it. All it does is look badass. That's all.
Powering him up.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's going into Rockamania.
Can we talk about the RM? I always forget that the RM on the front of his trunks are there.
Yeah, he was still trying to be Rocky the Rock Maivia, and I mean, knowing where we are in 2021 with this fucking guy, it's just like, all right, Mr. President, you want to call yourself Rocky Maivia? Knock yourself out, I guess, because you've done everything else. Like, you guys realize, and I say this on June 30th of 2021, Dwayne Johnson might be our president in the next 8 to 12 years.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But oh man, that was bad.
to
Maybe
think of
Vachon.
where.
Vachon.
All I'm saying is this. I'm not getting political. It's not about that. What I'm saying is the idea that a guy that's doing this, it's going to be seriously considered for president. Like, what?
Like, it's amazing that this guy, like, he has his own. He's the highest paid movie star. He has his own tequila.
He has his own TV show on network television.
TV show. That was a botch. Drink on botch.
Yeah, that was a botch.
Absolutely.
And you know what I like about Rock's tequila is if you look at it, you wouldn't know it's the Rock's tequila.
No, it's way in the back.
Which is awesome because he's just like, I don't want this to be. I just want to make a tequila because I like tequila.
Yes.
I don't want it to be sold on the merit of me being the Rock.
It's fucking right there. That's it.
That's awesome.
That's all there is.
That's fucking cool. And it's not Dwayne.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah, it's not Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It's Dwayne Johnson.
But actually, if it said that's the bottom line, Dwayne Johnson, that'd actually be pretty fucking funny.
I would say that's gimmick infringement because he's not Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You know, he would have given Stone Cold. He'd been like, "Yo, you get 2% of this shit."
For sure.
Relax.
But I'm not a tequila guy. I'm not a tequila guy at all. I just bought it because I feel like I have to have the Rocks. I have to have the Rocks tequila.
What is it called?
But I gave it to a buddy of mine, and when he was over a couple weeks ago.
Hey, give it a plug. What's it? What's the name of it and stuff?
Termana.
Tremana. No,
Termana.
Termana. Teremana. Termana.
Third try. I don't know how to say it, but it is a tequila. Okay.
Small batch. When it says, look, if you're not into alcohol, but you like beer in the set, I understand that. Small batch booze is small batch booze. Mm. How was that, buddy?
Wow, I'm not a tequila guy at all, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I don't.
If you're not a tequila guy,
that almost made me sick just watching.
If you're not a tequila guy and you're saying it's not bad, that means it's really that means it's good. Like,
yeah,
that's
I'm
like
not a tequila guy. I had the most bitch sip I've ever had of anything right just then because I know I don't like tequila and I don't want to waste it. And I'm going to have to wipe that bottle down because I want to serve it to guests. But that's not the point. The point is...
we don't have to go into details.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Ow.
Yeah, but that just looks like it hurts. My buddy brought that to a party and he didn't know it was Rock's tequila, and I popped off because I was like, "You bought Dwayne the Rock Johnson's tequila? Did you know that?" And they're like, "No, I didn't." And I was like, "Fucking look at the signature on the back."
Hell yeah,
that's Dwayne the Rock Johnson's tequila.
You know what? Let's drink on this tequila. Drink on the Rock's tequila.
I'll drink to that.
Okay.
I'm more trying to get the tequila taste out of my mouth.
Wash down with a good beer.
But again, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, this episode hasn't gone out yet, but I brought whiskey on the podcast, so I'm not against it.
We have a meme for you.
I know. It'll go up soon. But beer 2, and we're not even on the first match yet.
The Rock just flipped off Faarooq after giving him the nation symbol. Now here's the Dominator. Bang. That was not great though.
That was clean. Terrible.
But not a botch, but not clean.
But not a botch, but not clean. And it's Faarooq, so we'll give it to him.
Yeah, I mean,
he's still going off.
I'm gonna half sip. What's that?
Fair.
I like before he got in the middle of the ring to like have his hand raised, he fucking hit Kama Mustafa out of the ring.
Take out of here. It's my moment.
Because here's the thing though, like, if you want to fight, right? There's a bunch of your guys are on one side, but their guys are on the other. We got Socias and Greasers on one side, Jets and the Bloods, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Even if you beat the shit out of the guy, you'd stand up and be like, all right, who's coming at me now? Right? Like, you'd instantly be like, I'm still ready for a fight. Where hopefully if you're in a real fight like that, then it just separates and everybody just, sorry, all right, you beat my guy up. Let's pick him up and get him the fuck out of here. But not in wrestling. Because in wrestling, the guy's going to come in with a chair. He's going to hit you with the ring bell or some shit.
Heaven?
I'm in redneck heaven was what that sign said.
Yeah, guys, keep in mind, this is fucking Greensboro, North Carolina. This isn't even the deep south. This is like mid-south.
But, so let's take a moment to appreciate the separate. I think this is something that we're going to do. I think this is something that we're going to do on the podcast.
That was a weird cut.
It was a weird cut. They might have cut something, John. You know what, John? They probably cut something.
Yeah,
from the original broadcast.
probably.
Let's start appreciating the set or lack thereof in this case, where it's just a little sign.
Yeah. Because this is
I
where
didn't
it
even
all
really pay
changes.
attention to this
Well,
set.
because John, you're not used to it, but back in the day, every set used to be very unique, and they stopped doing
Yeah.
it. And it really,
I mean, this one's not very good.
no, this
but-
one's not good, but
I've got gas. There you go.
me too.
Good for you, brother. Yeah.
Cheers, bro. Hell yeah. Oh, drink on hell yeah.
Oh Jesus,
No, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
this is why I got high lifes.
We definitely missed a few.
Ah, fine. Hit us up on Twitter with all of them that we missed, because Jordan's trying to write everyone down, and he's got a lot already.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I wish I could like show you guys I could flip the camera to show you, but yeah, there's like it's the scratch marks, and there's a lot.
Tallies.
Yeah, tally marks. There you go. Thank you.
Are we gonna stun the bell, the timekeeper?
I swear to God, no, because he's the common man, and this is a common man. So if he stuns him, then he's going against everything he truly stands for.
No. Stone Cold doesn't give a fuck about anybody.
No, he does. He cares about the common man, John. That's the whole shtick of the character, is that he is on our side. Fuck our boss. Fuck Mondays. Fuck Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Fridays rule, because we're getting the fuck out of
that's-
here. And that's
Well, that's
Stone
weird
Cold.
because he's super gonna stun her. This
He's
guy.
not gonna. I'm telling you, John. Live bet, John. Right now.
Stone Cold wouldn't
John,
do that.
John, $5 says he doesn't stun him. $5 right now.
$5 that he doesn't stun him.
$5.
You might lose $5, dude.
I'll take it from either of you.
I'm-
I'll take it from either of you. $5 says he doesn't stun him, and I don't know. But I bet he doesn't stun him. I'm telling you.
Oh, here he is. He's
He,
giving him the.
he
giving him
respects.
the respect.
He respects the common man.
Ass.
Ass.
Yes.
Telling you.
Promise, no threat.
I'm telling you. I like that. That's a great. I've said that to someone.
Ass.
We'll kick your ass. Oh, and look at that. He didn't stun him.
It's not the end of the show.
Yeah. That goes the whole show.
If that
That
little
goes the whole show.
if that little
Ass.
squirrely motherfucker
Ass.
shows up at the end of the show
Ass.
and gets stunned, I swear to God, I don't know what I'll do. I'll be so annoyed.
Ass.
Ass.
Ass. That's also the bottom line.
We're gonna stop making rules when we're drunk.
Yeah.
I keep telling you
We
guys,
don't
we
think
have
them
too
out.
many rules.
Nah.
16. Well, here's the thing. Most of them don't happen that much.
Except when
most of
DX
them-
and Stone Cold are
hey.
out.
Did Stone
Yes.
Cold change the? Did he change? Remember the great blue strap today that he had?
Yes, and it's not
I
there.
think it's black. It's black.
Thank
It
you.
is black.
Thank you, because it was crap, because it was trash. So I'm
think
right in that.
it's-
I stand justified in saying that
Okay.
belt was trash. They changed it without saying anything because
Yeah, I
they
think it's
knew
a
it
blue-
was bad.
I think it's a black strap. Yeah, it's black.
I do
Well,
like
that's
that.
a
I like that set. I like the set.
Nah, that's shit. That's a shit set.
I like
Listen,
it.
I'll take it. Why? Hold on. What is that?
Seems like there's commercial breaks.
Oh,
remember that.
China has to go in the cage. Remember?
That's right. No, but I'm sure she does.
No, Sergeant.
No, that's right.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I was just saying to John that I don't remember what I was saying. Don't worry about it. Never mind.
Good pod.
Yeah, fucking
This
get
is
him.
Some good ass
Fuck 'em
pod
up.
here.
Yeah.
Owen
It's
with
cool because Owen's beating the shit out of Triple H.
John's so happy that Owen's beating the
am.
shit out of Triple H.
China powder.
China powder, actually, I kind of like that.
Yeah, China powder.
Pocket sand.
Yeah. That wasn't even close to his nether region. However,
Which is good.
which is
Probably
good, right?
the
Which
best.
right? Because she was like, "I really don't want to hit you there, Owen. I promise. I really
Yeah.
like you. You're a really nice
Yeah,
guy.
I
I
know.
don't want to hit you in the dick."
Yeah.
I'm going to hit you right in the thigh. How about that? Great.
Yeah. No cage can hold your rage.
Wow. Wow. With the most
Awesome.
unflattering picture.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, that is the worst picture I have ever seen of China ever. She looked like a dude. Oh, I'm going to have a seizure. I got to go. I'll be right back.
You don't disrespect the dead.
I need to get my other beer
Oh, he's
as well.
walking away from the suckets.
I don't have a bucket like you guys.
I had to go to the makeshift bucket today. We bringing it down?
The sucket
Bow
storm
to
is
the
coming.
masters.
And Sean is officially out of all the edits.
But
Oh, Jesus. All right, here we go. Fresh beer for the suckets.
all right, yeah, truly. Live suckets only
Yes,
for
yes.
those of you at home.
For those playing the home game.
So is he fighting Owen again?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think so. Yes. Because they're doing LOD. I think every member of DX is in this on this pay-per-view card, I think he's going against Owen. Tag teams are against LOD. And I don't remember who X-Pac is going up against because I think he's too new to have a feud.
He doesn't have a feud yet, no.
You missed one sucket. Live
I missed
sucket.
one sucket. Okay.
No, you didn't. You didn't miss any
Yeah.
suckets. Because remember, we only drink on live suckets.
Playboy needs China,
needs China.
which is funny
Wow,
because
that guy, talking about being ahead of the game right there.
she did end up posing for Playboy.
She did, but not for a couple of years after this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I like it. I know that we say this every time Owen comes out, but I'm just so hyped on the slicked back hair, Owen, and those trunks are fucking awesome.
He looks fresh.
fucking gear, his whole look is just awesome right now. Like,
This is, I think, the best Owen look. Yeah, we all agree.
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Because later on, he does the danger stuff. The
yeah.
danger one.
He also, and he does the blue blazer stuff. Look, I have a weird soft spot for the blue blazer.
So that's when you started watching.
He loved that fucking character, whether it was so what he was great at. It, okay, we always talk about new stuff, even though we say we're never gonna. El Generico, Sami fucking Zayn. That's what the blue blazer reminds me of. That just spirit of like, when he was the blue blazer, he was like super face and did everything perfectly and was a fucking superhero. And like, it's hard to express because he had so few matches as the blue blazer. He never really developed any kind of fucking storyline. There's nothing. There's no thing we can show you guys to express how good he was. You literally just have to go back and watch how happy he was to do it. At least that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Maybe in interviews he was like, I hated the blue blazer. I don't know. But from what I remember, my memories is that he fucking loved doing that shit.
Right.
And
unfortunately, we don't have any shoot interviews about it because...
Of course.
Yeah.
And so...
Can I get a time check really quick? Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
29, 56, 57, 58, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I lost connection for a second. So.
30 minutes. Let us know if-
30:06 myself right now.
Sure. Probably close. He's locking her into the cage.
Yeah.
Bam. You're right there, baby. We should start doing that about every 30 minutes, is giving people a time check. So let's try to do that for the people at home.
Word.
But yeah, the blue blazer, man. Like I've actually looked for blue blazer gear, merch. Nobody's got it. Nobody wants to do it because they can't, because they don't want to sell any Owen stuff. That's why you can't get the Black Heart logo on anywhere.
Which is just weird to me.
It's the family.
I literally would buy that in a second.
I know. Think about how much that would help hold on. Just think about financially how much it would help the family. If you just sold some of his merchandise, and you gave 100% of the fucking profits to her family. She is a doctor, and I get that, but It's not. It's so what? Like, let the people who love him embrace him.
I mean, there's some obvious, understandable hard feelings.
Of
there,
course, that's why this is such a hard subject. Which is why I think it's one of the pinnacles of our early episodes of this podcast is the Owen debates.
Right.
You know,
Owen's kicking ass.
we have done an episode for those. You know, we haven't released it yet, but we did a special 3-hour Owen episode.
That was awesome.
I think it was fucking close to 3 goddamn hours. Yeah. Of just Owen matches and talking about how much he meant to us. And I'm telling you guys, when you guys see that shit, you guys are gonna love it. For the people listening, it is so good. And
it is very good.
And honestly, I remember leaving you guys that night, going to bed, putting the computer down, climbing in with the valet, and she was like, "How was it? Was it good?" And I was like, that was the best episode we ever fucking did. It just felt so real and great. And suplex.
And suplex.
I
he
love
just
it.
did suck it.
And you're gonna suck it.
And a suck it.
But yeah, no, I agree. And I think Owen's awesome. And hopefully when that episode drops, everyone really enjoys it. But what we should do though, like, just to kind of get back.
I'm drinking on all Owen suckets.
Every Owen sucket I'm down for.
But I hope this match actually gets some time like the tag team match did.
It is. Well, think about it. It's already gotten some time. They're fighting, and China's only.
That's normally what they do, though, right? They give it like a nice like opening. Oh, another Owen sucket. They give it a nice like opening, like lots of action, and then the match just kind of falls apart after that. Although I don't know what the hell Triple H just did, but I'm glad that he did it.
Yeah, I think this will go for a bit. I think this is a pretty hot match.
They know that.
Not to mention they just raised China.
Exactly.
It's like why would you go through all the trouble if you're only gonna do it for a second?
Right. There's that, but also they know that they have 2 workers. They have 2 people that, hey, you guys can go 18 minutes. And that's fine. Like, we have no problem with you guys because we know you guys are going to make it entertaining. Triple H, even at this time, is one of the best technical wrestlers in the world. He doesn't have the promos down yet. He doesn't have the persona down yet. But in the ring, the dude can do anything.
Triple H doesn't?
Yes.
Well,
I don't know.
Hold on. Not what he becomes. We know what the motherfucker
I'm saying
becomes.
even right now.
No.
I'm saying even now it's pretty good.
He's good, but he's not great. He's in the Hall of Very Good. He ain't in the Hall of Fame yet. But
the Hall of Very Good.
He's in the Hall of Very Good. That was great. I love that move. That's one of my favorite moves. It's one of my favorite moves there is. What I'm saying with Triple H is that he's so good in the ring that it makes up for any deficiencies he has outside of the ring right now. In this moment, in Unforgiven 1998, he is not the best on the mic. And hell, he kind of looks like a goof. He kind of looks like a goof.
Maybe we can get some people to kind of interact with us on this.
I'd love that.
Maybe when we do these podcasts, we should. I mean, yes, we're doing it like we're watching all of it, but we should try to suspend any kind of knowledge of what happens next going forward. That might be kind of fun. Now, I'm not saying that might be impossible.
I don't think I ever can.
I'll drink to that second.
I'll drink on that one.
But I'm just saying in general, it might be kind of fun because
I'm done on sockets for this match.
Fair enough.
I'm tapping out.
I'm still drinking on Owen suckets, but
there you go. Justin,
maybe not. Maybe it's a stupid idea.
No, you're not wrong. It's just I don't know.
I mean, but I'm glad they're getting some time because this match is.
I just think Trips has. I think it's impossible to look at somebody like when I see The Rock, I can't help but picture who The Rock becomes. You know, like I can't do that. Like, hold on though. Let me say something though. Just having seen China up here in the cage, it goes both ways. When I see China, I'm just like, oh man, like what could have been had it not gone bad. Suplex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, forget that idea. That was dumb.
Because it just goes both ways. Like when I say, oh God, you know what I'm crazy excited for? Is fucking Eddie Guerrero matches, homie. ASA, like, oh, Vandalo. Like, I cannot wait for that shit.
Is he trying to break the bars right now?
Yeah,
I was honestly. It's funny that you mentioned that because when I saw the sign that was like no cage can hold your rage. I pictured her like hulking out and just pulling open the bars and like
King Kong
top
style.
diving off of the cage. To which I would like to say, like, what's the point of these matches where you're in the cage above the?
Well,
if you're not gonna break
let
out,
me tell you something. If you're in a cage, you're a fucking heel. You're a bad guy, and we're gonna put you in a cage.
and that's all right, but like, why?
Because
you could just be in the back.
heel.
I just don't get it. She is trying to.
badass.
She's doing
How
it.
about
Oh, I
John?
thought she
Because
was.
of that camera
almost shit
shot.
my
How
pants.
about because
That's
of that
fucking
camera
badass.
shot?
I
because
guess, but like, you'll never do anything to.
It's an It's a TV show. We're
I don't
looking for
find it
shots. We're
entertaining,
looking for shots. We're looking for angles. We're looking for how does this look awesome? And that shot of them holding a rest hold.
There we go.
Oh, what she got?
Actually, I think it's this.
What?
A nail file?
She has a fucking
Hold on.
She has a
lockpick.
nail
Wait a minute.
file.
Everybody, hold on for a second. She's been in there.
File.
She's been in there
has a-
for like 10 minutes, and was like, "Oh, I have a file in my boot." What?
I'd also like to
Oh.
propose taking a file to like what is probably an iron bar takes a little
Years.
while. Like
Years.
I won't even say years. Like not years, but a little while. And I think she dropped the file.
She dropped
She
it.
dropped it. What a
We
girl.
got
Like a
That's-
prison shit.
Take a
That's
botch.
so embarrassing.
It's a Sawzall
and of
blade.
course you don't have a backup, China.
She might. She might. She's a planful lady.
Oh.
She planned.
All they needed. And my point is, if you're gonna bring in a file, at that point, why wouldn't you just bring in a lockpick or like a key, or why wouldn't you wait? Alternatively, why would you file a bar? Why wouldn't you file the lock?
Right,
Like
thank
the
you.
chain,
Yes, that's
which is
exactly what I
smaller.
thought. That's what I thought too. I was like, you're doing the hardest work. Like you're
Instead,
not.
she's got her like she's trying to gorilla her way out of it. Just-
Yeah. Just look back
That's
at
what she needs to
It makes-
do. That
It
she
makes me
needs.
wonder if the intention for this match was for her to get out in some capacity. Probably not, but
You know what though? Just in case, let's drink on botch.
yep, done and done.
Deal. Can you imagine that though? Vince sitting backstage just being like, "God damn it, she dropped the fucking file, Bruce! Get out there! Get that fucking file! Get it back to her! God damn it!" I can completely see it.
The
Someone
fucking-
throw it up to her or something.
Just
The
get it,
fucking Bruce, the best part.
Bruce! She dropped the fucking file.
She looks upset.
She looks pissed, right? She's like, "My plan went to nothing." Here's the other thing.
Yep.
If I'm breaking out, I'm bringing like 5 files. Right?
What I'm saying, exactly. Like you're gonna have a backup. Like,
At least one backup. I can
Yeah.
see you dropping one and or whatever. Here's what you do: is you get the first one confiscated, but you got 3 more hidden elsewhere. Like you
No,
gotta
you're right.
be smart. Like
yeah.
Good plan, dog.
as the only one who's ever been to jail in this fucking podcast, I'm going to assure you, you got to bring a fucking file. You got to bring like 3. Guys, just if you don't get caught with one, the guards think you're weird because they're like, "You're not trying to break out? What, do you want to be here?"
This is very bad advice.
3
Yes.
square meals a day. Free healthcare.
Well, also true. However, I don't condone this behavior.
No,
Need to say it.
Terrible
Just
plan.
put it out
I
loud.
joke.
I joke. I kid.
I can't. You see, it's fine.
Oh man.
Rest move.
Yeah, they're like, she dropped the fucking file. What do we do?
Okay, so Owen, we're gonna do. Remember in '94 when we had this random match and we did a bunch of moves? Let's do that again. Done.
And Owen's probably just like, yep, I know exactly what to do.
Yeah, exactly. He would have exact. He'd be like, "Oh, in Montreal, yeah, I remember that match. Boom, let's go."
So this is gonna be a weird pull, but I'm a big chess player. And
Hell yeah.
something that always blows my mind is when you hear interviews with grandmasters, they always talk about, "Oh yeah, I played a game in 1976 and the board position was this," and they'll describe precisely how all the pieces were arranged on the board and what moves were made. And it always blows my mind. And I think there's probably something similar to that, in the sense that if you mention like, oh, you know that match we did in 94 or whatever, suplex. You remember that match we did in 94. They'd probably remember the exact sequence of moves just in the same way. Also, she has bent the bar.
Okay. So,
Oh,
John,
Jesus.
I want to bring this up to you. With that in mind,
Oh, wow.
as a gambler, okay, you don't remember your best wins. You definitely remember your losses, though. And that shit sticks with you. I remember my first betting win was the Patriots over the Rams, Super Bowl 31, 2001. My worst gambling loss happened last year, 2020. This year, this past spring. Had a 10-team parlay in the goddamn fucking NCAA tournament. Hit 9 in a row. Just needed Virginia, the number 1 seed, to beat the number 16 seed fucking Ohio Bobcats. You remember
Not
your
destined
losses.
to be.
And so when you say, like, I can't, it's crazy he remembers. Nah. When you're invested, you remember.
Well,
It sticks with you.
absolutely.
Out.
And you're talking about like the best players in the world.
She's out.
Right,
She's out.
exactly.
She's out.
Look at her.
But when you're
Jump.
the best player in the world, they remember wins, losses, but they remember how the board is, like every piece, where it is on every part of the board. It's like, what the fuck?
So those same things, those guys would be like, it was 65-63 with 1 minute and 14 seconds left on the clock.
Yep.
And this dude was shooting a free throw, and all we had to do was not let this guy hit the free throw. And he hits the free throw, and then we got to go down. All we got to do is score, and we couldn't score.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Like, they remember all that shit too.
that
Position
always fucks me up.
Yeah,
Sorry.
because-
But when someone's caught in that, I'm always
Look at
like, they're going to
China.
shatter their leg.
Yo, look at that arm strength. That is fucking arm strength. Could
Yeah,
you
she's
guys
like
do
American
that?
Ninja right
Hell
now.
no. She
Owen's,
is
Owen's just like, yeah, come on down.
she is a fucking ninja.
Does that look unplanned to you guys?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Kind of.
Here's the thing. I think
Because Owen just stood under there to be like, let me come get you.
I think it looks unplanned.
Nice position.
That was great. I think
Yeah.
it looks unplanned, but it is. You're supposed to think that.
Did I
Perhaps.
fucking? Oh, here we go.
Come on. Oh, don't we drink? Oh no, that was just the
And
Owen
there,
episode.
dude.
I was like, don't we drink on Sharpshooter? Nope.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Only on the Owen episode.
Oh, I love it. No, dude, this is definitely. She definitely was supposed to not drop that file, because,
Oh,
because they lowered the cage for her.
Did they just show
a member of
a member of DX walking through the
Road
crowd?
Dogg.
He did it. He was the one that lowered the.
I don't
Road
know.
Dogg did it.
Fucking Road
you were
Dog.
right.
There's a lot going on right now.
Wrestling got me again.
That's true.
Sergeant Slaughter is just like carrying China out of the ring, though.
That was
Oh, the worst move in
Oh,
wrestling.
Owen, you disappoint me.
Worst move in wrestling.
Hits him with the fucking pedigree.
Love it. Come
I
on.
love, I
Come
love
on.
Owen Hart.
Come
I
on.
love Owen Hart.
Where's the ref?
Yeah.
Who's
X-Pac.
this? X in a Adidas tracksuit, you bastard.
and he goes and hides under this.
The other look that I want to have so desperately.
He's telling the
Did you see
camera
what
to
he did
get
to the
away.
camera,
he's
too?
like, get out of
Get
here.
away.
Hey, I'm not here. Ah, lame. So dumb. And John, this goes back to everything you said on the Owen episode. This is fucking bullshit. They just shit on him. They're trying to build other people around him when they should be building him because he has such a perfect fucking story. Sorry, I'm
Yes.
annoyed.
Yes.
This annoys me.
Crowd
It
is
is.
dead.
Crowd is
Good.
dead.
I'm
No
glad.
one gives a shit.
I mean,
and DX is as
it-
hot as ever.
The trouble I think is
That
that
Triple H
things
logo was
probably
whack.
changed. Things probably that dude is into China. Things probably he was just like
Hell yeah, baby. That's my lady.
things. Yeah, things probably changed when Sean got hurt. That's what I have to imagine. Because
That's
right now
fair.
you have Owen deferring his. If you're going with the Black Heart thing, how can you really, unless you're really breaking kayfabe, you can't really have Owen be mad at Triple H for something that Sean was solely responsible
That was
for
such a bad-
in the kayfabe of things.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
know what
true.
I mean?
Also, that was a great pedigree by Owen.
It was. And I also love that he fucking gave it to Triple H. I love when wrestlers steal other wrestlers' moves.
Let me tell you something.
That gets me every time.
Yeah.
That's probably, if not the only time, one of two times that Triple H has ever taken a pedigree. I can think
Really?
the Undertaker might have given him one, and Shawn might have given him one. But other than that, no fucking way was anybody giving Triple H the pedigree.
Can I get a timestamp?
46, 43,
44,
45.
45, 46.
Owen also just said shit, and we drink on shit as well. So
Shit.
Is that NWO for Life screen
Yep.
thing?
Yep.
Cool. All right, cool. Sorry, I froze there for a minute.
No
And I
worries.
got right back.
Eh, we're good.
record crowd. Vince loves those record crowds.
That
It's
is
my favorite when he does it for more people in the building can hold.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
public.
my
That's public.
Clearly
I've-
fictional.
I've seen the Garden.
That's public record.
So I know the Boston Garden for Celtics games, which is the most allowed amount of fans, is 18,500. God damn! Get the fuck out of here! My guy's a heel. Anyway, Vince once announced 20,000 people at the Boston Fleet Center, and I was like, that's not possible. You
You can't do that.
can't do that.
though,
There's
is the thing.
17,500 people can fit into the fucking Boston Garden, the TD Garden, whatever the fucking it's called now. I love Cornette.
I'm
man.
in redneck heaven.
Which is funny because he's from fucking Kentucky, which is redneck
Yeah.
fucking city. So the greatest tag team in podcast history, boys. We're about to see you.
Cornette
Talk about us.
sucks.
It's still so privileged.
You two are the greatest tag team in podcast history. And I am. God damn, I'm your manager. I take you guys to the fucking top. Gonna get you out of a box. You'll be fucking over.
Oh, Jesus.
I only did that for Jordan.
Oh boy. All
Look
right.
at these beautiful. Look at these bombastic Bob and bodacious
sort of-
Bart. Are you shitting me? Are you fucking?
Are we sure we
serious?
want this to be our namesake? It's so late. It's too late now, but like me. It's me.
It's bodacious Bart and bombastic Bob. Like, are you fucking serious?
I love
Cornette.
it. You drink on corny bots right there because he went to
That was bad.
The,
That was bad.
that was bad.
God damn.
Even JR can't
Hart.
sell it. JR's trying and he
Were they
can't sell
going
it.
against?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
The
I'm
rock
sorry.
and roll
Like,
guys. This is literally
Bro.
our namesakes battling out for each other's. This is
you know
great.
what's
Like,
wild?
NWA?
Is this match is gonna suck
National Wrestling Alliance.
so bad. Bro.
Yep.
And
Yep.
the guy with I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but the guy with black hair just fell too.
Yeah.
Robert Gibson.
He's. You know what? Oh, look at that airbrush
That's
job
that is
on
some
that guy's
leather.
Guys,
duster.
Golden Era. I think I picked the right fucking theme for tonight because we
Whoa.
are in
Sure
just
did.
I
some
guess.
shitty Golden
Yeah.
Era stuff right now.
This
Look,
dude's duster has the worst airbrushed like visage of his
the
team.
fact that they're using the NWA logo, but not the Wrestling Alliance, the music group, like font, that's not. You don't do that.
It's not okay.
Not okay. Don't do that.
It's whack.
Well,
That's
just
whack.
weird.
Well, it makes no sense considering what
That's
that
He
NWA
just
stands
kicked him.
for is not Robert
Very
Gibson
different.
and Ricky Morton. That is,
Oh, boy.
I mean,
Oh boy.
this is why we started the pod, by the way. For anyone who's
Yeah,
wondering,
welcome-
this is
welcome to this
exactly
shit.
why we started the pod, because what in the sweet fuck are we watching?
What the fuck? You're right.
Oh, he's hugging him.
Aw, give him a hug.
God damn, I love these
Hold
guys.
on.
Is this qualified?
What?
Best manager ever.
Weren't these guys on the same team like 3 Raws ago?
Yep.
Yeah, they broke up. Remember?
Remember?
No.
Don't
I
you
honestly
remember?
don't. I really- John, how could you forget? It was so climactic.
Yeah, man, you cared a lot. Remember?
Yeah. Oh man, I should have
John,
remembered.
if I recall, you shed tears. Like you were upset.
You are a fucking mess, my guy.
So,
Hot tag.
so
Oh,
then
God.
does this get a this
What
is
is
fucking
this?
stupid? Or does this not qualify?
No. This
Honestly, it's not even. The thing is, it's not bad.
Here's
So
the
far, I've
thing.
been
Watch the
watching-
wrestling, right? The wrestling is high energy and is actually like okay. I just don't give a fuck.
isn't.
Yes, it is. They just did a
I
cool
disagree.
double move.
I think it's fine.
Right. They're doing cool double moves with each other. They're still doing their shtick. Listen, I can't get mad at shtick if Mick
Yeah.
Foley is walking around with a sock and they're doing their shtick. I can't get mad at their shtick.
listen.
Hold on. Let me finish.
All right, let's not.
No, hold on. I understand what you're saying, but I just use that as an example. That's shtick, right? The
one
Socko is shtick. Mick Foley is one of the greatest wrestlers ever. What I'm saying is they're using their shtick to the utmost, like 100%. Mick Foley uses shtick like 20%. When he knows he needs to pop a crowd, bring Socko out.
I like that.
Right? They need to do the exact same shit every single fucking night
That was pretty good.
to pop the crowd. That's their shtick. They're like a comedian at this point.
Yeah, my thing is that they're a bad comedian that I've been
Fine. We don't like them anymore. It's like Seinfeld. If
Oh, they're
Seinfeld,
fighting.
oh, of course they are.
Oh no.
If
Break 'em
Seinfeld
up,
did
Jim.
the same exact shtick every night, we wouldn't like him. He changed. That's why we don't like these guys. But now they're making us hate them.
man.
No, I'm telling you, they're gonna make the Rock and Roll Express have like a hot tag and a good finish, and the Midnight Express are gonna break up and they're gonna punch Cornette, and Cornette's gonna take a big bump.
So I don't.
Mark
Here's
my
what I'll say.
words.
I don't know. I will say this. Most of the time, I have not liked either of these tag teams. This particular example, I think they're doing okay. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I guess what I think we should do, because this is
Hot tag.
for
I thought he was gonna
reference.
fucking spank him for some reason.
No, no,
The
no.
way like he brought his hand back.
The ref just
Anyway.
kicked his
Fuck
arm.
yeah.
What the fuck?
He does a
Tim,
high
Tim
kick.
doesn't
that was
fuck around,
insane.
dude.
You can't
Yeah,
do
he's
that.
not fucking
but
around,
You can't do that. You have to break the tag. You can't be like,
Oh!
It looked like he just
just
karate
figured
chopped
out-
Jim
yeah.
Cornette
I think he did.
Finger
because of
whacked
the
him.
way Jim
Oh,
Cornette
Jim
reacted.
is
He
not
definitely
happy.
didn't.
God damn, I'm gonna kill you. You're a fucking rat.
You and me, baby. Let's go.
Tim White, I hope he does the Indiana Jones and just shoots him with a gun.
Let's go, Jim.
Oh, he's fucking ref's ready to go. Holy shit.
What are we
Okay,
watching?
so this is the greatest
I'll
wrestling
take
match ever.
everything back.
We're taking all of that back, I hope, because that's incredible.
I take all of this back,
Oh, Jim, what have you
and
done?
this is fucking incredible.
Is this fucking real? Are we fucking, is this what we're watching right now? This is wow.
So this just become a tornado tag?
Oh my God. I bet. Okay, so for those not in the know,
I
when you
think it
hold
goes
on,
back
hold
to
on,
normal now.
John.
It's
When you go,
inside out.
when you go to a Raw, they will have a dark match at the end of the night. That is something that's not shown on television, but is a culmination of something that happened during the night.
Yeah.
I guarantee the dark match was a fucking triple threat with Tim White versus Jim Cornette and the Expresses. I guarantee it because they'll do that. They do.
Yeah.
I went to a Raw. John Cena.
Oh,
came
he's
out-
put on some moves.
right. I went to a Raw.
Yeah.
John Cena came out in the first segment. Did a promo. Never came back out. Was like, I'm done. You know, whatever. The dark match was Dolph Ziggler versus John Cena. It was fucking awesome. It was fucking like we were like, that was a great episode of Raw, and then all of a sudden, Rapido,
Yeah.
and we're like, what? Oh, okay, let's just stay here and we'll get
Well, what's going on?
beer guy. We're here for a few more minutes. More beer.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
all
I
right, so
guarantee that. I guarantee that.
before Tim White decided to show us who was boss, I was gonna say what we should do is an episode maybe down the line. Maybe this can be a special one of our own dark matches.
Yep.
but maybe we do an episode of NWA where these guys are on it and they have a good match.
Listen, man, I'll find you those matches, and I gotta tell you, I'll find you Ricky Morton feud. So the blonde. Well, hold on. I'll find you the blonde Rock and Roll Express guy, Ricky Morton, had a feud with Ric Flair, baby. And let me tell you, some of the best promos you'll ever fucking hear.
I believe that.
So I would absolutely love to show you guys that stuff.
Yeah, let's do that. Maybe that'll be a special episode down the line because I think that could be a one-off. We don't need to go nuts.
The hell! But, we would do the Expresses as a show. I'd find a couple different Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express.
That should be the anniversary episode.
That works.
Done. Write that down.
That works.
I feel like that's very fitting.
Man.
1 year.
Anyway, so back to the action on screen here. The double drop kick.
It's one of the greatest double moves ever.
I gotta take back my harshness. I'm glad we didn't drink on This Is Stupid because this has actually turned out to be quite enjoyable.
Jim.
Cornette just gave an elbow drop. The thing is, to your point, Justin, like most of the stuff that we see this tag team in is pretty bad. So
it started off pretty horrible too. Can we admit
it wasn't great? But the thing is, and I'll say this about both of the tag teams here, is like they're clearly good workers. Again, they're just not really booked that well.
You know what? And also, cheers to Tim White for trying to call that down the middle once Jim stopped acting like a cunt.
Yep.
Because he did run over to count that.
He did. Yeah.
He did.
He had integrity. Tim White character development. You learned a little about Tim White.
John, let me tell you something about Tim White. Owns a bar in Providence, and we are definitely going there.
Hell yeah.
Friendly tap.
Oh, boy.
The Friendly Tap in Providence, Rhode Island. If anyone's out there, make your way down there. It's a wonderful place. Yuck.
It's tough.
The paint.
Oh, is this happening?
The paint
again?
is. I hate Goldust paint too. Like that is some trash ass.
Yeah, I don't
paint.
like it.
And he's done some dope shit. He did Darth Maul at one point, and it was like, whoa, that's cool. This is not good. And also, Luna Vachon looks like she has ramen noodles in her hair.
Man, you read my mind.
Like I haven't broken them up enough to put them in my soup yet.
Put some chicken seasoning on that. Hit some boiling water.
Let's go, yo.
This looks like some pretty good fucking ramen noodles.
Make me a nice.
That was a weird way to go off air for a
nice
second.
toasted sandwich.
Oh,
the cuts are really weird.
I wonder what it's all about.
Well, I bet they're bringing someone else in to do the cuts, the directing for the pay-per-views versus the Raws. Like the Raw.
I don't know.
Well, hold on. If you hire a Raw guy, it's like, all right, I'm hiring you for this week. Every week, you cut together Raw. They're gonna bring in another guy.
Signs for that, by the way.
Lunatic.
I just feel like they're gonna bring in another person to do the pay-per-view cuts. Like it's a different director. I don't know. I have no idea. But that's what it feels like. It feels like it's a different person than that does the Raw episode.
This is her wrestling outfit?
Well, remember, it's an evening gown match.
Oh, yeah, I did forget about that. Yeah, I did forget about that.
Welcome to 1998, man.
There's going to be so many more, and that's also an ass on that shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, fucker. Okay, another.
King, can we
what? Are we not going to have a tasteful drink on ass when this person wins?
Oh, no, it was JR. It was King saying that JR was like, he said something to JR like, hey, wouldn't you want to see that dress next to your bed at night or something like that? JR was like, I'm married. Please be quiet, King. Like,
all the valets currently listening are like,
yeah.
She looks like she's going to a funeral.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Luna's funeral.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's like one of my favorite sports moments ever was
With Mark Marrow, who was not there.
The University of Miami, the University of Miami versus Oklahoma University in the national title game, football, college sports. Miami shows up in all black suits. And and even the coach, even the staff, everybody, when the coach was asked, why are you all in black suits? We're here for Oklahoma's funeral. And they kept walking. And they beat them. They beat their asses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
I mean, you want to talk about just like,
Big moment.
hi, swagger. Like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. We're here for Oklahoma's funeral. And then they literally buried them. It was great. So I love we're all here for on the all black.
And also, hey, drink on botch for the director again, because
yeah.
they said with Mark Marrow, and Mark Marrow's not there.
And
Yeah,
if you ever want to see if you ever want to see a kind of rendition of this match live, you can go to Salem, Massachusetts, the mall at 3 a.m.
Wow.
and you'll see two people there.
Listen, if you go Halloween weekend, you're gonna get a full card. You're gonna get an undercard.
Yeah,
you're gonna get the card. You're gonna see this like 3, 4, 5 times at the mall. I know exactly what mall you're talking about, John. Like,
You know what mall I'm talking
I
about
know
in Salem, Mass.
exactly
Yeah.
what mall you're talking about. And let me tell you, you go there and it's just a bunch of witches calling each other bitches, and just it gets on. It's on.
Yeah.
The fact they have the same hair but opposite, like they're wearing the same things but opposite. Like Sable's hair is washed and clean, and her clothes are clean, and then Luna's like, ew.
Oh my fucking god,
Yep,
dude.
there comes the bottom.
Well, drink on ass. I mean,
That
that's
was
just the
ass.
rule, guys. I don't know. And we're non-discriminatory on asses here. Just
No.
When we
this is
made
your
the
first time
World Series
listening.
episode, we drank on Yoko. What did we drink? We drank on Yoko's ass once.
Oh, absolutely.
On
Shawn Michaels' ass when he got his
Yeah,
pants
again,
pulled down.
episodes that haven't aired yet, but
Yep.
they'll be there. Not to worry.
Oh,
Yeah,
you'll-
fear not.
everyone will see
Fear not,
Shawn
we'll drink
Michaels'
on all
ass
three.
eventually.
We'll drink on all sorts of bums.
So
JR just said, "Oh, you must be a lonely guy." To the king.
That's why he's the best. Can we just
Yep.
appreciate that? Yes, Andrew, I'm talking to you.
I won't.
Hey, there's another bottom.
I'll admit
No, we
that
don't-
he's really fucking good. And he's
Oh, there's Mark Marrow
Oh, there he is.
in his
He
shorts.
was late. He was late.
look at him. He's so mad. I like her legs. Why wouldn't you
He's
want
ripping off Stone Cold's look right now, but without changing.
Yeah, but everyone ripped off Stone
Well,
Cold's
here we
look
go.
back then. That's it. Luna wins. 'Cause
All
we
right,
saw
well.
those. You know, if you just Playboy, September 1998. Just saying.
Oh, there's
If y'all want to look.
That was terrible.
Yeah, it's not great.
Oh no.
She's not a wrestler. She's not strong. And Luna gave her nothing on that.
Oh no. I was more talking about Luna. Luna did not help at all.
Luna didn't
Yeah,
help
Luna really
shit.
didn't.
Like, Luna was like, lift me, bitch. But we know that Luna hates
Oh, there's Luna's
Sable.
bum.
This is
Yeah,
nuts.
I'm not drinking on Luna's ass. I'm just not.
No,
You have
I
to.
can't. I
You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice.
I do.
It's the rule.
Watch
You
me.
don't. You don't have integrity then, because you have to drink on all.
I drank on it. I drank on it.
I'm not talking to you, Jonathan.
Fine, fucker. I have integrity and I drank. Fuck you. But I don't. And I'm not
Listen, we
happy.
do-
I'm
listen.
not
I
happy
drink on
about
all
it.
the time that I don't like.
It's a gender neutral drink. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's fluid,
I
man.
don't-
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, word.
Where's Luna? Is she dead?
I mean, she's naked apparently. Then she's gonna strut that ass into the ring.
I'm not
so everyone
drinking
can
on.
see it one more time.
She doesn't even have
It's
the.
the rules.
She doesn't even
Hey, I
have
have not
the great
called.
ass. Like, it's
I
not
have
like.
not called. It's the '90s.
It's still
It's
ass.
the-
It's a white girl butt. Like,
That's still ass.
I understand that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew. Like,
No,
Is-
I like
you
that.
really
I
opposed?
like that Mexican butt. I need it round and large.
Mexican butt.
I'm just saying it's the '90s. Okay. And secondly, we're not rude to ladies on this podcast. Okay, we're appreciating.
Oh,
And
it's
third-
all appreciation. I like
And-
big
and
butts.
third-
Listen, I like big butts, and I cannot lie. Most of my other brothers can't deny. With a girl with a waist and an itty bitty waist, round thing in my face. You know, you guys know. You're aware.
With the waist.
You're
and itty-bitty
aware. You
waist.
know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's still, strutting that ass in the ring.
Listen, roll tide.
Oh, hey, cooking. All right, hey, drink on nips because there's a slip
Oh,
there.
yeah, that was a
Really?
slippage. Woo!
Boy,
Oh
all right,
boy,
well.
there it was again.
We
It was
see,
a
here's the
double
thing. We
slippage.
can't do drink on nips
No,
because then we're drinking every match. Because there's man nips everywhere.
I was just suggesting that it's a one-off.
A momentarily.
listen, those nips slipped, so we might as well appreciate it.
And they did. And listen, I'm not upset at her at all.
No.
She's doing
would
what
not
she's
think
asked
anyone
to
is.
do. Hold on, she's doing what she's asked to do.
Luna really didn't help her out. with
Luna
that at
didn't
all.
help
That's why it's
shit
a
out.
triple
Exactly. It's whack. Like Sable
No,
gets a
I
horrible
agree.
reputation as being like like she can't work with her, blah blah blah. And it's like,
She's
yeah, because
not a wrestler.
she's not a wrestler, exactly. Like
And they made her do shit like this, which is like,
Well,
frankly, like,
she had a great
No.
time. Let's not be fucking.
oh, she made
I don't know. I
Listen,
mean, I don't know, but. if
when
she
you
did,
say
then she did.
when you say had a great time, I'm gonna equate that to made a lot of fucking money.
Well, you can do both.
Well, right.
True.
So,
Yeah.
regardless of whether she was super happy with the way her character was portrayed,
Oh, man.
she
All
made
you have to do is listen to that.
plenty of money to make up for
All
that.
you need to do is listen to that Pritchard podcast, and they talk about that they were excited about all this stuff, and they were excited about the money.
Yeah.
So,
I
and
believe
they were
that. Yeah.
excited. I mean, listen, it's not exploitation if everything's like gravy.
If everything's on the up and up and you're willing to do
I'm
it,
not-
it's definitely not
Oh, that guy looks
exploitation.
so scared. There he
He's
is.
like,
again.
please do what Stone
He's like,
Cold said. If you- look, I don't want to get stunned. Like, I just don't.
yeah.
Yeah, Vince,
Stone Cold
please.
being like, you can get another job, but you
gonna
don't get
die.
another life.
Keep in mind, this is a promo during a pay-per-view. That is insane. That never happens, ever.
I need another beer, but I will be listening.
I enjoyed that sign that they zoomed out.
The
zoomed
Kenny?
out of.
Yeah, the Kenny. Kenny. If Vince isn't the greatest heel ever, who is?
I don't know, man.
Because I don't think there's anybody that when you just look at him, you're like, fuck this guy. Like, I don't care who he's against. He could be against
Right.
Cesaro, Dolph Ziggler, all these crazy, like, I don't care. When I see him come out and talk shit about somebody, I'm like, I like that person. Doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
So, is there, like, even like NWO Hogan, who I always thought was the most ultimate heel ever? He's not anywhere even near this. He comes out and people love him, ass. Hogan comes out and people love him. Not a single fucking person loves Vince McMahon. I think that
I
has
think they love it. I think at this point it's a love to hate. You know.
fine. Yes, today in 2021, but in in 98, they fucking hated him. Like,
Oh, dude, for sure.
I think Bischoff was a big heel. Like, I don't want to discount Bischoff because I think that was that was the greatest swerve in wrestling history. Is to be like, yo, I'm the announcer on the show, but I'm also the leader of the group that's taking over the show. Ha! Like, they got us. Spoiler alert. But with Vince,
Not shy of those on the
right?
show.
But with Vince, he comes out with the suit. He is this just diabolical villain constantly.
See, I actually almost like that he's sort of getting also screws Stone Cold is pretty funny reference
Right,
to
yeah.
but I think it's almost that is a good one.
Wow.
I think
That's
it's
a Mortal
almost like
Kombat
he's
shit.
getting like he was already shitty, but like Stone Cold's attitude is like pushing him more towards this like crazed persona that he becomes.
Yes.
And I think they play it well where he's like, at first you're almost kind of like, yeah, he's kind of just trying to do his job, and Stone Cold pushes his buttons, and you're just like, this guy, it's kind of sad for this guy almost. Then he starts being crazy himself and starts being a nut about his company, and you're starting to be like, actually, no, fuck this guy. I agree with Stone Cold. Just built it up well, I think.
Exactly. It's a great. That's why I say he's the greatest heel character. Like,
Yeah,
I
would agree. I pretty much wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I don't think that's a thing that people talk about. I don't think anyone thinks of him as the greatest heel character. I've never really heard that. I've never really heard that.
When you were a kid, did you call those numbers?
No, hell no. My parents would have fucking whipped my ass, dude. If my parents saw a 1-900 number, they'd have been like, what the? You calling porno lines? I'd be like, it's WWF. They'd be like, I don't believe you.
You're like, same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing, honestly. DXD's nuts. I'll drink to that fucking sign. That guy's living in 2021.
Oh, and ass, by the way.
Yeah. Cut your fucking hair.
He can't. It's fake.
It's fake.
I want that D-Generation X shirt so bad. And that fucking headband, the Road Dogg headband, is dope. You can say all you want.
Rolling on that X. Are you kidding me?
And you know why he said that? Because Vince had no idea what that shit fucking meant.
What that meant. Nope.
Not a chance. He didn't know what blunts were. Like, he didn't know what roll a fatty for that pimp daddy meant.
Yeah.
And yet he let it on his television.
It's a blow-up doll. Oh,
Yikes.
son of the...
Good. Fuck North Carolina.
Also,
I like that logo. The North Carolina logo.
Drink on Billy Gunn's headband.
Yep, because it says ass.
Having a blow-up doll in a skit in wrestling... If you were aliens and came down and saw this and you were like, that's the 90s. Yo, listen, I know that's crazy. That's what the 90s were. I can't explain it any more than that. That's how the 90s, like,
Yeah, I get
dolls.
one thing to show you.
And Metallica shirt.
I love these. I gotta tell you, man, I love these two fucking guys.
Dude, you know what though? I know that isn't gonna be on anyone's like favorite wrestler list.
Yeah, no way.
But that his promo work is amazing.
Yeah.
He's okay.
He could have had a second life as a ring announcer.
Oh my god, yeah. He could have had a second.
You were asking to call somebody.
He could have had a second career as a manager. Think about him as a Paul Heyman type guy. Like, just talking, just rapping, like, doing, like, making a rhyme about your dude. Like, he went backstage, and he probably makes a lot of fucking money now, so fuck going out.
Well, yeah.
Right. Like,
and he doesn't have to risk his ass for anything.
Fuck performing. Like, I'm just going to write it.
There you go.
Yeah, that's kind of that is.
It's a bum.
That is a bum. That's a bummy
That's a
bum.
That's a bum.
What?
Wow.
Look, man, she's one of a kind.
No,
she's a cherub. I don't have the captions on, so I'm.
Dude, King Ghost looks like she was already down in the dirty tonight.
Oh, King.
Yeah, King's crude.
He's
true.
Yeah, that's true. Especially in '98, because you could get away with anything. This was the
That's
Howard
true.
Stern era of shit. Like, motherfucker was just running wild, and everyone just followed suit. Because that's what made
I
you
know
money.
we don't drink on doubles. I know we don't drink on doubles, but I'm going to drink on her again because she's looking great.
Roll Tide, roll.
Got a girl.
That's a suck it sign.
It is a second sign. Does that count? That counts?
Yeah, I
John?
believe so. I believe so.
Also, John, you and I, a couple episodes back, said that we would had rules drink on underwear.
Yeah.
And Sable match brought our dream to fruition.
Yeah, that was quite a lot of underwear to drink. I don't remember that at all.
That makes it the best kind of rule.
Yep.
Oh, animal starting. That's weird.
Yeah, because
Yeah, it's definitely different.
we're only halfway through this pay-per-view. So they got to fill some fucking time.
Honestly, I gotta say, it really hasn't been a bad pay-per-view.
No, not at all.
So whatever you had as an impression as a youngin, I don't know if they had
but
good taste.
It's
You really
slow.
remember the beginning and the end.
Exactly. And keep in mind, it's slow. Like, we're enjoying these matches because we like these people. We like, as much as we hate to admit it, we like Steve Blackman. And we like those guys. And we love Hawk and Animal. And we love the New Age Outlaws. So we're happy to watch them. But it has been slow. It has been a fucking...
You know why? Is because every match has gotten time.
Right. And as much as I love that, I'm glad these guys are getting their opportunity to shine. Damn, man, you got to get this stuff going quick because, like, I'm losing interest because I just don't care about rest holds. Like, I don't care that, well, hold on. I don't care that Hawk and Animal are going to beat up Billy Gunn and Road Dogg.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that
again,
the booking is not great
for the fifth time in the time we've watched these. I think we've seen this 5 times.
To be fair, though, we only have like 2 tag teams in the division.
Yeah,
we're the headbangers. We're the headbangers.
But they don't cut promos.
Yeah, no shit, because they suck.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we're gonna see headbangers much anymore.
Well, my point is, what do we care? Because this is very much the era of promos.
Yeah.
96,
well,
97,
but that's why I do care, because as much as this is the era of promos, I want to see a little bit of work rate. Give me a.
Well, sure, but my point is that they're the only 2 legitimate contenders in the tag team division. Now that's the fault of booking.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard. I would imagine it's hard to book a tag team division that's not just one contender steps up, the champions beat them. I would imagine that's pretty tricky to do. Oh, wow. Botch. I would imagine that's probably hard to do. Just because, like, what are they supposed to do? Like, have tag team matches? Like, the reason why Edge and Christian and Phil in the blank could have amazing matches that we didn't care if they were title matches is because it was Edge and Christian and whoever at the time.
The Hardy Boys, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought when you said Phil in the blank, you were referencing a tag team called Phil and the Blank, which incidentally is a fucking fantastic tag team duo.
Phil and Blank. Yep.
Phil and
the Blank.
The Blank.
Right. I'm the Blank.
Someone's got to have done that right now. I didn't just conceptualize that. Just
John,
now.
I assure you that has never fucking happened. No.
Now I know what I'm going to do.
John, you're Phil. I'm the Blank.
Well, so the Blank would have to be like a masked wrestler.
That's true.
All white mask. And Phil would be like crazy and like bombastic. That's a great. All right, I'm a genius. I'm a wrestling genius. I don't know. just fucking
book it now, motherfuckers. John, honestly, if in a year Phil and the Blank are on WWE Raw, I'd be like, this motherfucker.
They're listening in.
They're listening.
Yeah.
We have proof. He came up with this idea. Pay this man.
Yeah.
And also, just to prove to all the listeners that we're not discriminatory in the asses. That was a zoom in on Billy Gunn's buttocks.
Done and done.
And It was the best butt we've seen all night.
Well,
That is
Yeah.
not wrong. That's not wrong. I can't
you.
deny that.
Thank you.
I don't know, man. Sonny doesn't have a bad bum.
But it's
Not bad.
Listen, yeah, exactly, John. It ain't bad. Yeah, you're right. But Billy
he's got-
Gunn's ass is
got
chiseled
airtime.
fucking marble. It is
Got lit.
it is Greek god-esque. And you know me
Yeah.
as a person with a history of stout heterosexuality. I just can't. I can only look at that and go, damn,
way,
son,
Can I
that is a
can I
mess.
appreciate? Can we all give Andrew a moment there, because what an amazing Seinfeld reference. Nice job.
Thank you.
Yes, good. Very good.
All right.
But that's a fucking ass, bro. Dude, it's
He's got
chiseled.
a bubble
it's
butt.
fucking
It's a fact.
chiseled, man.
Yeah.
Like, look,
There's a reason. Listen, there's a reason he has the name that he has.
Mr. Ass
not-
is Mr.
it's
fucking
not-
Ass. Now, what I do want to say about Billy Gunn is he is the exact same height and weight of Hulk Hogan. I've said this before.
We've talked about this.
That
Yes,
is
yeah.
that blows my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Because Hulk looks like a blown up fucking goofy ass star. Billy Gunn is jacked and like, I know weird too, but he doesn't look like Hulk fucking Hogan, right? But they're
No.
the same height and weight. That's crazy
Yeah, that's
to
pretty
me.
wild.
That's crazy, right? Because they don't look alike at all. And you know what
They
that
don't.
is? Fucking steroids.
On which end? Aren't they both on steroids?
Hell no, Billy Gunn is all natural.
Oh, natural. That's awesome. Good for Billy
That's
Gunn.
not true. That's
Hulk-
not true.
Not later
That's
in his
not
a contender.
Hold on.
Fired. He was
Later in his
fired
career,
from the
yes.
WWE
In-
wellness job
In
for steroids.
2012.
He was the wellness director.
Because
That's not a
hold on,
good- my
hold
boy.
on, may I? Because
You may.
you take steroids to repair an injury faster. If you have a torn meniscus, if you have a split quad, if you have those, you take HGH to help you to recover faster. Alex
I'm aware.
Rodriguez, right? Alex Rodriguez, David Ortiz, Manny Ramirez, all took HGH.
That
to,
actually looks like that hurts, by the way.
it
Oh, I
probably
will
doesn't
push
feel.
back.
It probably doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
I will push back on one of those, but that's all right.
Fine. You take these
No, but
things.
your point is still
on.
true.
So you take this HGH to help you recover from an injury. That's what Billy Gunn took. Yes, it's illegal.
Well-
Yep, absolutely, without question. But everyone takes it. So
My point is that he's the wellness director, and that was funny.
yeah, that's
It
that's
is funny.
comical. That's comical. However, Billy Gunn
My only point.
should not be looked at as anyone who ever took substance enhancing drugs. Not to make him bigger, not to make him stronger. That dude is, look at him. He's fucking ripped.
You-
He
you
doesn't
can
need
tell,
that
like,
shit. No,
He has a
fucking way.
natural kind of physique, yeah.
Exactly.
Not
No,
this.
and
like,
again,
which you can tell.
he took it to help with an injury. So did Derek Jeter. So did Bernie Williams. So did Manny. So did David
mean,
Ortiz.
yeah.
They all did that. It was different
Okay.
in the early 2000s, late 90s.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Like
it
we
was a
didn't
time
know
and-
what HGH was. And I feel like I'm a super Billy Gunn mark here, but I'm not. But no, hold on though. But
Andrew loves Billy Gunn more than any other wrestler. That's what we're gonna learn if we ever get popular. Is like you're
Yeah.
gonna like try to have some nuanced take on something. We're just like, listen, I'm not like defending this guy or anything, but let's be honest about. And people are just like, Andrew just loves Billy Gunn.
it's gonna be
If Billy Gunn was in the room, Andrew would suck his dick. Fuck this guy.
Listen, I'm not gay, but $40.
And I'm
$40.
not saying that's what you're saying. I'm saying that like if
I
we
got-
get popular, we have to
I
be prepared
apologize
for
to
this.
Jordan.
Like
I apologize to Jordan because I know the clapping is really bad, but I don't care because it's really fucking funny.
Look, I get it. Billy
I'm not even
Gunn-
saying that's what you're saying. This is what
I
I'm trying
know.
to get at,
Well,
though.
so
Yeah.
I'm going on beer number 4 here of the Sands. And again, we've all kind of talked about how this is kind of a beer you just have one of and you move on.
Yeah.
It's really not bad. It's really not. Like
Famous last words.
I kind of want something else right now, but I'm not mad that I still have it. You know what I mean?
I will give it a chance. I've not drank it before, so.
I mean, it tastes like a beer. It's kind of like right. It tastes like a beer.
Yeah, it's a beer. Yeah. I remember we had that conversation when you got Red Stripe the one time. I was like, it's a beer, right?
Although
I mean,
I'll be honest, I drank it for a couple days after the podcast, and I was like, it's still a beer.
yeah, it is still a beer. It's not bad.
Red Stripe
It is
sucks. Yeah.
Ooh, that was dangerous.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup. Said it. Red Stripe sucks.
Oh, you don't like
Yeah.
Red Stripe? You were on the Red Stripes team when I was talking about it.
Yeah, what are you, a flip-flop?
Yeah,
Come
and I am a flip flopper because I bought a 6-pack and then I had it and I was like, this beer kind of sucks. Like,
Did you get skunks though? Did you get
great.
skunks?
maybe that I'll give.
I
for
had
that-
a run so in the beginning of quarantine. I don't know if you guys remember because I barely do. In the beginning of quarantine, I went through this phase where I was only drinking good beer, like good quote unquote good beer.
You're right, right, yeah.
You know what I mean? I was only drinking that, and I went and bought a 6-pack of Miller Lite because I was honestly just tired of paying $20 for 4 beers.
LOI.
Woo! I went and bought a 6-pack of Miller Lite. No, I bought a 30 of Miller Lite because I figured, you know what, I'll just be done. I'll have one.
That's a jump.
That's such a huge jump. Just
That's a huge jump.
I'm aware,
5 times more. 500%.
500%.
I'm trying to drive the point that I was like, hey, I'm trying to drive the point that it's like, oh, hey, I can get 30 beers for $25.
Basically the same price as 4
Right.
beers.
For 4 beers. Right. That was my point. Oh, that was a bad suplex.
Yeah,
great,
it
but I have to drink on it.
it wasn't a botch though.
And by the way,
It is a suplex, though.
and also championship change.
Oh, yep. Fact.
Anyway, so back to the quarantine. So I was drinking. I went and got a Miller Lite, and I was like, it's fucking skunked. Fucking skunked. So I bought a second one, and that tasted skunked. And then I started to wonder, did I just start drinking like good beer too much that every Miller Lite tasted skunked after
Has
that?
it always been skunked?
So I put them in the cooler, or I put them in my fridge, and I had buddies come over, and I was like, "Can you drink this? Is this skunked or is it just me?" And everyone who had it was like, "It tastes like Miller Lite, man."
Yeah, that's just the deal. Yeah.
So I fucking stuck to my guns and ripped through 30 Miller Lights so I could get the taste back. I felt because I love that beer. And I fucking felt like Kramer when he like had the Mackinac peaches and he lost his taste and he was like,
I can't taste them anymore. How about when Kramer had the 100 coffees and he's like, I'm on 98 coffees. I can have as many coffee lattes as I want. I can just drink all the coffee lattes. You can't tell me how many coffee
all
lattes
right,
I can
hey,
have.
why is the ref getting?
Why? Actually, hold on. Why?
So you guys
Sorry, audience at home. We really did look away for enough time to not know why that ref just
Why
gave us
does
a
it
Tuesday
happen?
device.
because the ref called it for DX.
Oh.
So they were not.
Oh,
good Lord.
So title did not change.
Nope.
So I got to spit that beer back.
Well, I'm not doing that.
Sorry, that was probably disgusting to hear.
Good Lord. Relax.
As an audio
Jesus.
experience, cut that out.
Yeah, cut that.
out.
Like, well, actually, no, don't. You deserve to get ridiculed
Yeah,
for
own
making
it.
You know what? I'm gonna
gross
defend-
noises.
Tell you what, this is what I'll do then. So to make up for the drinks that I had put in that didn't matter, I'm gonna drink on 90s white girl ass on Sunny again, just to
All
kind
right.
of make up the difference.
So
'Cause I'm
start,
a contender.
start drinking
Of 90
now. Start drinking now, and we'll tell you when to end. There's ass. There's ass. Oh, we keep drinking. Don't stop. Oh, there's more ass.
I don't know.
There's a lot of ass. Okay, the ass is gone.
It's gone.
I did do it though.
I saw it, and let me tell you, I fucking love it, brother.
That was a very anemic suplex.
Oh, that was
not a great
terrible.
one.
That was Road Dogg just being like, pin me, asshole.
Yeah, just fucking end it.
Just you.
Why is Sunny so invested on the Legion of Doom? We don't know
She's the
still.
manager. She's your their
Because
manager. That's
she's
the only
Jimmy-
thing we know.
Listen, yes, I understand that she's manager, but we still don't know why she is.
Oh, we missed
or-
one. We missed one.
It doesn't.
A finisher on a official.
Oh,
Is that a rule or only stunner?
That is not a rule.
As an only stunner, I thought it was. It might
It was
be
only-
We
Yeah, I
don't
was
even
gonna
have
say.
stunner. We don't non-match stunner. Is
Oh, okay. Never mind.
right. Yeah.
Never
So that's not the same.
mind then. I apologize.
Is this person dead?
worries.
Are they in a body bag?
I mean, they just did get the Doomsday device.
He might be cold. That's why they put the blanket
John,
on.
I used to, John, you used to get the Doomsday device in the pool all the time. Like,
That's a fact.
what are we
Well,
doing
it
here?
was also in a. Hold on. You just kind of qualified that when you said it. It was in the pool.
Yeah,
Like
it
I didn't
was.
hit the ground, Andrew.
Nope.
I went into the water.
But you were definitely up. You would stand on the shoulders and we'd knock you down. Like, it was great.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
was fucking
That's
good
also
shit.
throw me like what felt like 500 feet into the air. I know it was only like 5 feet or whatever. But like, whoa!
I have distinct memories of just launching you. Just, hey,
Yeah.
here we go. See ya. Whoosh,
Uh-oh.
splash. Oh.
Anything to add here, Andrew? Anything
Well,
you want to
listen.
say?
If any girlfriends are in the audience right now, you better go run and hide, because BD Tennessee Lee is here. And if you don't know what BD, if you don't know what BD
Tennessee
stands
Lee.
for, it's Big Dick Tennessee Lee.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And
What's he
Sawyer
with?
Brown.
Is he about to sing, my guy?
Double J. is
With
it?
Sawyer.
Listen. Oh my God, I'm so
Obviously,
excited
yeah.
for this. I'm like, even this
What the
guy's like,
fuck-
what the fuck are we
these
doing?
guys?
By the way, that is a soul patch and a half. That motherfucker had
Yeah.
like the Anton Apollo Ono fucking
There's
patch.
no pop. There's
Yeah,
no
one
reaction
gives,
to him.
Yeah, you know why?
No,
Because no one
that's
gives
the
a
worst.
shit. They're glad they're popping on the pyro. Like
On
they're
the-
like,
on the
"Ooh,
pyrotechnics."
Fireworks. Hey,
There's
things are
something
lighting
to
up.
look at.
Yeah, I will say they look great. They do look great.
I feel like Jeff Jarrett could have been huge. They just didn't book him correctly.
Well, he's got to stop doing the Ric. He's got to stop doing the Ric Flair thing.
Agreed.
Yes.
Obviously.
He's
It's too
still
transparent.
wrestling. He's still wrestling. How did no one take him aside and be like, "Hey, that strut is someone else's right now"?
You just can't do it right now.
It's not just
You can't.
someone else's. It's the fucking great. Like, you're stealing the Hulk Hogan. Like you're.
and
like, you
and
can't take
it's crazy
that.
because it's not even like you don't have enough unique stuff going on either.
Yeah,
Like you have plenty of stuff to make you unique. Why are you stealing from somebody?
he's a
Oh,
great.
are we about to watch a country rock music video?
Yeah,
Oh, it might be.
yeah. Remember,
See, this guy's not a.
remember earlier I was like, wow, this one goes really long. I wonder why it goes so long. Oh, it turns out we watched a country music video halfway through. Cool, awesome.
So I wonder. Oh man,
This is you know what we need to do is put like "Hey Ya" by Outkast behind this, right? And just like
well we got.
match it up.
and-
Like, this is terrible.
And we have, so for all the kids at home, pick which one is lip syncing.
Both.
There's no way
Yeah.
they're harmonizing. There's no way they're hitting those harmonies.
It's funny, like it's clear one of those people can sing
Yeah.
and the other cannot. So it's like you get the weird cut when it starts to play. You know what I mean?
This is
You get that.
this
Now
is
he's probably listening too, just because.
He's got to. I mean, they're in that guy's in a real band. He must be singing. It can't be Jeff Jarrett.
Well, they might be. I don't know. I mean, I don't have
No.
to turn loud.
it's
I don't have
definitely
to turn loud.
it's definitely
No, I think they might both be singing.
no
honestly.
no
Yeah,
way
there is
no
not.
way if
You don't
I
think so?
heard that. I heard the punch in.
there's no way they're both singing.
Guitar. I heard the punch in.
Look at the
I heard it.
You know better than I do for sure.
guys. Look at their mics.
Never mind. Yeah.
One had the regular like real mic, and Jeff had the stupid puff mic.
Well, no, that's just a phone
No,
cover.
no,
That's-
you don't sing live on stage with the puff mic. You sing on stage with his mic. And
Yeah,
you-
that one is wired. and
one is
Yeah,
not.
but if I take that
definitely
thing off-
wired. Like exactly. Look at the
No, but if I
mics.
take that off,
Jeff
if I
is
take
not
that cover
singing.
off-
But Jeff has. There was
I don't
no,
think he's
there
not.
was
I don't
not
think he is.
fucking Bluetooth in 1998.
I know
So
there
Jeff.
was wireless mics.
Nah, come on, dude.
Yes, there was.
I agree
Yes,
with you.
there
Yes.
was.
Oh, fine. Yes, there was. There's no fucking way Vince
No,
was
I
like,
agree.
yeah, I'll pay for a super expensive wireless mic just for you,
They
Jeff.
all had wireless mics. What are
No,
you talking
he
about? They
doesn't.
all had
No,
wireless-
The dude
No,
who's
the
singing
main
doesn't
singer has a
have-
wired mic.
Has a wired mic.
Guys,
Pay attention.
guys, you pay attention.
I
I already said I know Jeff Jarrett is not singing. I already said he's not. I said I could hear the punch in. My point is that every promo, every Howard Finkel moment, every WWF mic is wireless. All of them.
Then why is this
All of
one?
them.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't arguing about the wireless
Also,
mic thing. I
all I'm
believe they
saying is
existed
that-
then.
All I'm
That
saying
guy's
is
guitar
that
is
you
sweet.
take off the puff of that mic because that's something you just put on. If you take it's like a little felt thing that you just put on. It
I am
helps the
aware.
P's and Q's
I
apart.
am
But that
aware
mic's
of what
live.
it is.
So what did they
Oh,
do?
I'm aware, but you just hit stop. in the
Why?
middle.
Okay, that's what I figured. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. No, I think Andrew, you and I are both arguing the same thing,
Maybe
and one
you
of
are.
us came into the conversation too late. That's all.
Why
I'm
is
saying.
he?
You guys are. You
That
guys.
might have been me. That might have been me because I was starting to try to listen. I was trying to listen for it, so that might have been me.
Steve,
Why? Why?
No,
I don't care. I'm so happy. Thank you. Kill him.
Oh,
Kill
that's
him.
the funniest thing I've ever fucking seen
Kill
in
him.
my life.
Andrew, let's
I'm
just have a
sorry,
drink.
that shit's so. And then, when they hit some other guitar. Why? I don't know, but that's hilarious to see a shirtless man assault.
I'm also.
Jeff
I'm not
Jarrett.
sure why. I don't know why that happened, but
Oh,
I'm glad it did.
yeah, that was the funniest thing. Just I don't know what I expected out of this match, but it was not this. This match,
The fact
this
that he's
segment?
giving him a figure four is like, why wouldn't you
man.
just keep
Dutch angle.
if you were in a fight with someone, you would punch them in the face. You
Oh,
wouldn't
man,
put them in a
no.
wrestling move. Like,
All right.
what
Hey,
a-
You never know.
hey guys, I'm taking everything we've said back about Steve Blackman. You can't undersell the figure four. You can't do it. You can't do it.
You can't do it.
You can't look like it's an itch. You can't,
That's a fact. Yeah, you gotta sell that shit.
you gotta
he's
sell and not it's not it. You can't do that.
he's
can't
actually
do that.
listen.
Can't sell.
He's actually Ric Flair. He's just doing Ric Flair.
Yeah. Well, that was a thing. I just want to say also, the guitarist's guitar was fucking dope. I'd love to have that guitar. I just noticed that shit looked awesome.
It looks great.
That baby blue. I don't even know what kind of guitar it was, but I want that. That shit looked fucking awesome.
I don't know. I'm gonna say a company just because I want to say something, but I'm sure I'm wrong. I think it looked like a PV.
Blackman's
Not
PV
that guitar.
PV does make
Blackman's wearing Jordans, which is pretty cool.
He sure is.
He's wearing
He
fucking
sure is.
Jordans.
he sure is.
That's crazy.
And we're back on.
You
We're
just
back around on
appreciate
Blackman.
all the musicians are like, well, oh, we got off stage. All right, we got off stage.
And we go now.
It was a total
Yes,
thing
he,
where they were like, listen, when everyone comes on stage, grab your instruments,
He really
unplug,
didn't sell
get
it.
the fuck out of here. No, he sold it.
Yeah.
He sold it in no
was
manner,
like-
shape, or form. No.
I'm tired.
Look at that guy in the green jacket or polo.
Shirt.
He's a goof.
You think so?
Yeah, look at him. I'm just saying.
What- he's
I'm
showing his hat
saying
off.
it. That's what I'm saying. He's a goof. First ever
First,
Inferno
Paul.
match.
Paul Bearer's
Good Lord.
fucking face.
Ooh. Is he? Oh my God, King. Motherfucker brings hot dogs and marshmallows to a fire.
All right, I mean, this is the first ever Inferno match. I'm interested.
Okay, are you? Like, if I just said to you, hey.
I mean, I'd like to see what they fucking try to pull off. Yes.
Okay.
Not a sense of like this is going to be really good. In a
Thank
sense
you.
of like, what the fuck are they going to try to do here?
That's exactly. I was like, there's no way you're excited for this match. You're not. You're excited for what might happen. The craziness.
I'm excited to see what they fucking do.
Right, but if Kane beats the Undertaker, who gives a fucking shit? Like, it doesn't matter. Which
And
is
me, like being a weird nerd, I'm always like interested in like they had to like pay someone to like they went to like an engineering. I don't even know what they went to, like some place to be like, we need this made. We need to have like a fire ring
around
Can you build
the ring,
something
right? Build it around
Can you
the
build
ring
something for that?
Exactly. And what I like is that they're like, okay, we're gonna build this ring of fire around the ring, and Undertaker and Kane are like, okay, am I gonna get lit on fire? Am I gonna get lit on fire? Yeah, maybe. That might, yeah, that might happen. No, no, I'm good. If I'm Kane, I'm just like, no, you're not lighting me on fire.
I don't want to.
No. And if you're the Undertaker, I'm also like, no, I'm not. You're not lighting me on fire. But yet here we are.
Yeah.
Someone's getting lit on fire. I always think of that when
apparently.
Right. Well, someone does get lit on fire. Spoiler alert. 24 years old.
The Oracle has.
Oh
Spidey
my
senses.
God!
Spider senses.
They have Spidey senses when it comes to Taker matches. She just fucking walks in and Taker pops and she goes, "I got it."
Awesome.
What are you doing here? I was already here.
Yeah, I was ready. I knew it was coming.
So we now know what the Jeff Jarrett issue was for, so they can set up the Inferno stuff.
It seems that way.
Yeah, it was a.
And excuse me if you guys already discussed that. I took a tinkle tinkle piss piss.
No, that was exactly what it was. It was a setup to get set up for the Kane Undertaker match. And I said, if someone doesn't get legitimately lit on fire, then it's not really worth it. Like,
isn't that how the match is supposed to end?
Yeah, but
I don't know the stipulations of the Inferno match other than other than like fire around the wing around the ring. I don't know if someone needs to be lit on fire. Yeah, he's looking around.
Well, I think the whole point is that you're gonna light someone on fire, so you have to be, again, kayfabe only. You have to be super cautious about what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But when I was 10 years old, I was like, they're going to let a motherfucker on fire.
Yeah.
Right?
Someone's going to die tonight.
And that's the group they're going for. That's what they're trying to aim for, is me being like, yo, they're going to light someone on fire. How do they live up to that? All right, we get to light up. Lights up.
No, it's Kane. It's Kane. It's okay. It's Kane.
It's Kane. I was like, oh shit! I have so many lights to turn out.
Well, you should start turning them out now, John, just to be safe.
True.
Still with him?
Yeah, he's still with.
They've missed so much. Why is he still there?
Because he's his manager.
He'll be back, but.
Nah, he's not back. You got like 3.5 years to wait for that. It's not true, but look at the kid with the lighter.
Oh, that is the stipulation.
Okay, so you're right. So the first person to go on fire loses. Which, to be fair,
disqualifications, obviously.
with the exception of being lit on fire.
Yeah. I feel like Kane has an advantage here. He has the fire abilities. But I guess Undertaker has lightning abilities.
It's fair. Thunder and lightning, essentially.
Is there another match after this? There must be.
We still have an hour, dude.
Oh, yeah, we do. Holy shit. So it must be Stone Cold. It's like the main event.
Well, of course, it's the champ.
That's true.
From Death Valley.
328 pounds.
That's not real.
That's not real.
328 pounds?
He's also from Houston, Texas, so sorry.
He is.
Spoiler alert.
But Death Valley is in California, isn't it?
Nevada.
No, is it California or Nevada?
I have no idea.
It's actually the border of both Nevada and California. It's
Oh,
the
okay.
hottest place on earth.
So you're both right.
Thank you.
Oh,
It
he says
is-
support.
It is 100 plus feet under sea level, which is what makes it so hot.
Whoa.
Just
Whoa,
for those
100
into
feet.
the, Death
Under sea-
Valley.
under sea level?
Trivia.
Yeah.
It does sound like a bad place to be born.
You don't want to live there, I assure you. In fact, it's inhabitable. You can't live there. They won't let you. It's
So how the heck was the Undertaker born there?
Dude, he's fucking magic, dude.
Are you,
he was
are
born.
you trying to tell me
he
that
was,
this is
John? He was born under a
Hey,
thunderstorm.
fun fact. The Undertaker's theme song is based on a Francis Chopin piece on the piano.
Nerd alert.
really
It's one of the nocturnes in E minor. I don't remember which one.
very interesting? Oh, I do think I know what you're talking about, actually.
It's not the death. I mean,
EU.
it's the Death March because of him, or not because of him, but because of past or at least uses after Chopin wrote it. But another fun thing about Chopin is he used to improvise everything and write it down later.
Yeah, dude. Chopin shreds in a real way.
Oh, dude.
Like he's
Dude,
he's
the
awesome.
shred is-
Like
the shred is
it's
incredible.
true.
Him and Liszt.
All right. I don't know what color to go with right now.
Are you just gonna leave the room light off and just go with the ring light?
No,
Yeah, let's. Shh.
Oh yeah, the other light. I mean, the holy light,
Don't give it away.
the only holy light.
Well, I can make that very bright.
you need to come a little brighter than what you are. Is all I'd say at this point.
I gotta go turn the light on. Is what I need to do.
Yep.
Man, Undertaker is looking white. Quite white.
I like his look.
I fucking hate
What?
goddamn ear
You hate the
eye
teardrop.
drop tattoo. I hate that shit.
Oh, it's because you're a hater.
I gotta raise it. I'm,
No,
like, looking
because
down into it the whole time.
because Mark Calloway never murdered anyone in real life. Are you?
know that.
He's the fucking Undertaker.
Because
okay?
The
John-
Undertaker sure did.
No, he didn't. Actually, he didn't. He never
Are you
murdered
sure?
anyone. Yeah, he buried people. Sure. After they were already dead. That's what an Undertaker
Seems like a
does.
good cover for someone. Sounds like a good cover for someone that murders people.
Oh man, look at that. So that's the Inferno match, which is it looks like I was correct as a child. It is hard to see what the hell's going on in this match.
It is. John, I'm going to tattoo an
Yeah.
eye drop tattoo on you and be like, oh, it doesn't mean anything. It's a da-da-da. Let's see how long
I
you
didn't
last.
say it didn't mean. I did not say it
Yeah,
meant
but it's
nothing.
wrestling.
He
But
shouldn't
I
have
literally
it.
said.
He never killed
I said,
anyone.
how do you know the Undertaker? That's what I'm saying. You don't know that.
I do because he's admitted it.
Did he? Wait.
Yeah,
Did he-
actually, if
did
you
he
were
not
paying
kill his
attention the
parents by
last few
accident?
weeks, he admitted he didn't kill his parents. He admitted, he's like, I didn't do that. That was not me. So,
There's no reason for him to have this stupid teardrop tattoo because he never killed anyone. Admittedly, he admitted he never did it. No reason for it. It's stupid.
Well, maybe he's just permanently sad about his parents dying, Andrew. Jesus.
Yeah, he's just crying.
You
Crying.
fuck you both because you know that I'm right.
This is also a pretty wild match.
This
so
is
far.
crazy, but you know I'm both. You both know I'm right. So you want to hear it.
Oh, the flyer just went up.
Yeah.
This is fine so far.
Yeah, but, you know, I was trying to see that move, and now I got a dose of flames. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's cool, isn't it? I mean,
Is it?
Yeah.
Watch it for 10
Is it?
minutes. Is it cool? Watch it for the next
imagine.
10 minutes. And it's
I would
cool right
imagine
now.
very well.
Both of the Undertaker and Kane was like, this is the worst match I've ever fought because it's like 120 degrees every time you go down to the mat. Like you just
they're
feel
already
the heat.
sweating.
Right. They're like, you feel all the heat. Like, how is his legs not getting lit on fire?
Although Oracle
they're
just made a good point.
definitely burning.
Oracle made a good point. If Taker is from Death Valley, he should be used to that kind of heat.
Fact.
Kayfabe only.
Fact.
That's
Kayfabe
true.
only.
She's right.
She's absolutely right.
She's right.
Yeah, he doesn't dress like someone from Death Valley.
Nope. And why would you have the tattoo? I just don't get the tattoo. The tattoo is the only thing that bothers me. His whole gimmick at this point is fine. I'm fine with it. The eye drop, fucking, just
Because he's sad.
fine. Thank you, John. You cleared up the question. God,
I'll drop it now.
like, I'm still right.
That looks like that sucks.
Like, that looked like he was like, ow, I'm on fire. Stop kicking me.
But not like the
That
when
was
we're
cool.
supposed to be on fire thing.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder how they timed that. Did they just have a
They
guy
have
like
a guy with a button.
waiting?
Yep. They have a guy with a button. So when they see Kane like go to throw him down, he hits the button.
He's doing good so far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
you
a
know what, though?
referee gonna do right now?
The critique that I had earlier about not being able to see what's going on, besides that one old school thing, it's fine, really.
Yeah.
It's been clear. Yeah.
Like, it looks like it sucks to work in.
Oh,
I
they
would
don't.
want-
They're so unhappy.
Miserable.
Like Kane's like, oh, I can't see. Like,
That's right.
Yeah, there's so much
The
sweat.
eye stuff, that I would imagine that eye makeup is like he's sweating
Miserable.
a lot into his eyes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I would imagine.
That was cool though.
They're both like potentially like the most clad wrestlers as well, like the most stuff on their bodies.
Yeah. And I need to light a piece of you on fire. Like that. No, what?
I'm interested to see where this goes
Go up and-
to that point.
I know how it ends, and I'm glad that at least this is keeping your attention because
It is.
on paper, even for me on paper, like, oh, an Inferno match, like you're gonna light someone on fire. No, you're not. You're not gonna light anybody on fire. Well, in this one,
Chair just got thrown in.
wow, look at that. In this one, at least, there's definitely some fire
They
going.
they cash
Oh.
in on the claim.
Well, that was
Yeah.
unprotected, so let's drink on that.
It's not in our official rules, but if you're
Oh, okay.
playing along at home,
It doesn't look like it feels very good.
No,
that's true.
That is,
Concussion City.
yeah, that's right. Thank you, John.
That's what he said. No, that was JR. So.
And that's what I exactly would have said. I would have just been like, well, he's got a concussion now.
Yeah.
But Concussion City works too. Thank you, Jim.
Sounds so indignant about that. Paul Bearer, fuck, it's hot out here.
You know, he's just like,
But sure, it sucks to
Wow.
wrestle a match right now.
wow, I can't believe I'm sitting ringside. I mean, John, you and I sat front row and we had Kane come out And the pyro from that, we were like, whoa.
There was like 2 seconds of pyro, and I was like, are my eyebrows good?
Yeah.
Are they still on my face, or they
crazy.
just get singed off?
They
It was, yeah.
They
So a
definitely
small-
don't hold back.
Yeah, and I mean, you can imagine how genuinely hot it probably is right here.
Yeah.
Because what this reminds me of is you can get like propane fire pits. A buddy of mine has them.
Yes.
And they're hot. They burn hot. They burn hot, and that's basically what they're face to face with right now, which is kind of wild.
Look at Taker. This shit's supposed to go 20 minutes. Fuck it. Let's just end it right now.
Please
Yeah, can we
send me
just-
home. I'm done. They're so big. Both of them.
Oh, dude, Jim just said
so-
it. The heat is unbearable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But both of them are just so fucking big. Like 6'8", 300 plus pounds, both of them. Have you ever met
It's
someone
wild.
6'8"? Because I haven't. I don't know anybody that big. They're
Miracle
one.
hat.
They're one of one. Like they're,
Very tall.
Yeah.
but it's not just
think,
very tall. Listen, I know people who are 6'10", who weigh 114 pounds. These guys are 6'10" and weigh 300 pounds. They're
114
fucking.
pounds. You'd be very skinny if you're 6'10", 114 pounds. Just saying.
I
but-
said 134 pounds. Seen that?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like what I weigh,
Yeah. You want to talk about Scarecrow?
and I'm very skinny.
Scarecrow from Batman. Like just.
Oh,
But can you imagine
will
being
tell you though.
6'8", 300 pounds? Like you were just and then just slamming down on stuff. Like the size of
It
these
is. They're
fuckers.
big boys.
They're like,
They're large.
whew, big meaty men slapping
Someone
meat.
just line that up with the
meaty men.
Big
Can meaty
meaty
men.
men. Oh, they timed that grab. Those two
Oh.
grabs with the fire.
Here we go.
That was sick.
I don't know. This is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I really don't hate this at all. Choke slam, fire.
Whoever has the button to like increase the flames is fucking on top of it right now.
They're on point.
Like genuinely, like fucking ready to go. I don't envy these guys though, because this looks fucking miserable.
Yeah.
So can you imagine doing like a regular wrestling match and then it's like, yeah, it's gonna be 160 degrees around the
Yeah.
ring. Like, good luck with that. Oh. Is there any doubt the Undertaker would lose?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna win.
I honestly really don't know.
Well, because if I'm following traditional booking,
Fiction.
Guys,
because Taker
Yeah.
won number one.
traditional booking says the Undertaker, the main guy that's the most over fucking guy.
That was fucking cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, it
no,
was.
traditional booking says that Taker wins the first one, Kane wins the second one, and Taker wins the blow off.
I just think it's more Taker wins any big match.
Well, that's because you're thinking about Taker in the context of like Taker today, where he
No, I'm
pretty
not.
much wins everything.
Except for in '98, he was already 10-0 in WrestleMania. So no,
But
same.
this isn't WrestleMania.
Same thing though, John. He was always Undertaker. Probably
I
lost.
don't know.
Hold on, Undertaker probably lost 10 matches his whole career. Like clean.
No.
15
clean?
clean 1, 2, 3 in the middle, maybe 10 fucking
Well, this
matches.
is an Inferno
Oh.
match. It's not gonna be clean.
But he's still gonna lose clean, meaning he's still going to lose without outside interference.
I'm saying it's still-
also he's not. Spoiler alert, because I'm Andrew, Mr. Spoiler for
You're
life.
Andrew fucking
For life.
fuck the watching experience.
A life. Why are
That-
you even watching it? You've already
Well, that's
seen this.
fucking like-
Motherfuckers, if you're watching this, listening to our podcast, you've seen this shit. And
Oh, I thought he actually fell.
I did too, actually. And I was like, oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got me again, wrestling.
They're pretty good at what they do.
His feet must be burning.
Yeah, I can't believe he's like, come on, Mark, please
There's
pick
smoke.
me up. Like, yeah,
can
my
you
shit is
just fucking-
smoking. Their shit
you
is smoking.
please?
God damn, their shit is smoking. Superplex.
Finish your drink.
No.
It's the number one most unobserved decree.
Yeah, that's not happening.
No one ever did that.
Ever.
What's that?
Superplex.
That superplex finish your beer.
No, it never happened.
Never,
never
happened.
We could do double drink though.
I'm not even
True.
down with that, really. Superplexes happen a lot. Not a lot, but at least consistent enough to where I ain't drinking that much. I don't need that shit in my life.
Boys,
It's already
boys.
hot enough.
So Oracle took a drink for the suplex, which for those of you who listened to a couple episodes, you know that the valet doesn't drink. My valet doesn't drink.
Thank you.
But she always will try something, okay? And we have a winner chicken dinner. for
With
Boston.
the Boston Lager.
Really?
Yeah.
Of all
Why is
the
it-
beers, of
What the
all
fuck?
the
Why
beers,
why is Vader here?
Good, get him.
Why
everyone's
is Vader
asking
here?
multiple questions. Vader is here because that reason.
Yes,
So
do
he
that,
could do
yeah.
that.
Wow.
Which was fucking awesome.
He is 6'10". That is
350 pounds. And he
He's
jumped.
a big boy.
That's a flying cow.
yeah. Take your name back. This match
It
really
may-
isn't that bad.
Well,
I remember
okay,
it
but
being
at this
really
point, dude, what are we like?
Nice.
None of it makes sense.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm thoroughly entertained. I'm just enjoying it for what
And
it
at the
is.
end of the day, that's all that really matters is we're entertained, right? But it doesn't
Oh.
fucking make sense. Like, if y'all say, "Oh, I can follow this from beginning to end," it makes sense. You're lying. It doesn't make sense.
Well, I never said it made sense. I'm just saying it didn't bother me. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Y'all can see this. The Oracle's going wild because of
Paul Bearer just tried to take the chair from Undertaker. What, Paul? Like, what are you trying to do right now?
Somehow there's still a main event after this.
Well, we got Stone Cold.
That's crazy that they're ending it. Think about what they're ending with this Gaga.
Paul.
Get him.
Paul's like, oh, look at Paul.
Why can't the
Paul,
if the Undertaker just ran for like 1 second, like just whoop whoop whoop, he'd be right there.
holy, yo,
Oh, man,
dude,
come on,
that's a
man.
really. Can we talk about that? Okay. That's that's funny. That's a nice pearl drum set that you just ruined, Undertaker, and like that's upsetting. That's like a lot.
Yeah, but to be fair, the base skin's pretty inexpensive.
That's true. That is true. We did just sort of throw all the symbols on the ground. Whatever, I guess.
Yeah, well, whatever. They're
Now,
probably-
I would have loved to see Paul get up on stage and shred a sweet drum
can we
solo.
just appreciate the Oracle once again just said he talking about Paul Bear running away. So he looks like a meatball on two toothpicks.
Yep,
Very good.
accurate.
Oh, he's cut.
Oh,
That's
he's
got to be
cut.
cut
No.
away.
he's cut.
That's
No, it's not.
You don't
easy
think so?
way. That's easy way.
Do we, do we have any drinking rolls on blood? Do we have any or no?
No.
No, we
No?
don't.
Okay.
Guys, there's plenty of blood.
I'm not saying we need to drink. I'm not saying we need to add one.
He's just asking. He's just asking. He's just clarifying.
Plenty of
That's all
blood.
I'm doing. I understand Andrew's apprehension. Though. It's like I don't.
I
need
have to be the
Yeah.
one who says relax on the. Uh-oh. Actually, this match isn't over. No one's been lit on fire.
Oh,
Well, Andrew.
Oh!
Ooh.
Yay!
Kane's other
Okay,
arm
so
got
someone
singed.
definitely, like, while that was happening with Paul Bearer, someone definitely went down, like,
Look,
rubbed some, like,
he's really
Vaseline
burnt
on his
on
arm.
His other arm. He's
Oh,
really-
man.
His other arm is cut. His
Oh, yeah, he hit the
Oh my
fire.
god.
Yeah.
The king, put it out!
yeah. You know what happened when he went back? As soon as the camera cut, they were like, rah, rah, rah. Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna pee and get
What
another
is
drink.
what a stupid stipulation for a match that really wasn't that terrible to watch.
Like, it's a good match, but yes. How do you fucking do that? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, I'm gonna light you on fire? That's how the match ends? That's not wrestling. Like, what are we doing? Even 80s NWA stuff. They didn't light themselves on fire. Right? Like, no, they like
Oh, his teardrops smushed.
the teardrop is clearly not a tattoo.
It's fucking paint, Andrew. You gotta let it go. We're gonna see
It
it
just-
every time.
It's
Every
not,
time Taker comes out for this year, he's
And-
gonna have the teardrop.
and every time I'm going to make sure I point out that he never killed anyone. And that shit is whack as fuck.
It's fucking paint.
Well, I know that.
It is whack.
No.
I'm pulling this fully into the microphone. It is whack as fuck. His stupid eye drop tattoo is whack as fuck.
Okay, I get it.
Whack.
I know.
Dave
I know you
Chappelle
don't
voice.
like
Dave
it.
Chappelle voice. It's whack, motherfucker. It's whack.
But here, let me put it in perspective for you.
There is no perspective.
20
He never killed
It's 23
anyone.
years ago. Let me give you an idea. Someone born in 1998 is now 23 years old.
Yeah. Did they ever
So
kill
let-
anyone?
Well, Andrew, you know what? For your sake, I hope so. And I hope that they have a deal with that. I fucking hope. I hope they do, okay?
Because he never
23
killed
years
anyone.
ago. Let it go.
No murders. Zero murders. Mark Calloway
Wait,
has
maybe-
never been charged with a murder.
This is the Undertaker. What are you talking about? That's not fair.
Okay, hold on. The Undertaker buried many people. Sure.
Okay.
He never
all right, so if
murdered
you're a-
anyone, which
Bro,
is what
bro,
the tattoo
bro,
means. The
bro,
tattoo means
my boy,
I
my guy.
murdered someone. I
Listen,
murdered
listen.
someone.
If you were a murderer, what would be the perfect cover? What job would you pick? No, just answer the question.
No, I will.
You just
You know
just
what?
knocked your face
Absolutely.
in the microphone.
Yeah, because I'm so ready to just shit all over that point. I wouldn't be a fucking Undertaker. Motherfucker,
Why?
if I
Why
murdered
wouldn't you be an Undertaker? What were you doing with this dead body?
John.
Oh, just my job.
John, you do realize you have to go to like college to be an Undertaker. If I was a fucking murderer, I'd be working at the fucking gas station down the fucking street or the
You're
liquor store.
underestimating the intelligence of some murderers.
No, I'm underestimating the amount of people that are going to hire a former murderer. That doesn't
Well,
happen.
you don't listen.
No,
If you're-
no,
listen.
no. You listen.
I'm gonna sound like I'm gonna sound like a weirdo, but like
You
if
are
your
a
plan was to
weirdo.
murder people, if your plan was to murder people, and like that was a lifelong goal, you'd be like, all right, what's my best job? I'll be a mortician before I murder anybody, and then I'll
No,
murder people.
John. No, because if you were smart enough to be a mortician, you
or
wouldn't
to
be
make your point.
murdering people. People
Or
who
to make
murder.
your point.
Hold on,
By the way, two things. Let's acknowledge John switched to wine.
I did.
And
Yeah,
also, and also, let's acknowledge Oracle just said, you might actually want to go to cremation school instead, or be a cremator instead.
better, definitely better.
If you were
Yes.
a murderer, you would not have gone to college for any of those courses ever. You would be too busy, I don't know, murdering people.
Well,
You'd
unless
be
you're,
a
like,
murderer of humans, not a student at fucking
But you're
Cremation
suggesting that all
school?
murderers started 18.
Yeah, you're suggesting that murderers start at some age, but you could go to college and decide to be a murderer.
Ted Bundy did.
Precisely.
Oh my God.
Don't get mad at me because you're wrong. Don't get mad.
I'm not. First of all, I'm gonna say two things. One, I'm not wrong. Two, I'm really scared about hanging out with you fuckers for any extended amount of time because shit, you don't care about murder. Murder is just whatever. Whoa,
No, I don't
shit.
care.
I don't know if we're saying that,
I'm
Andrew.
John, and I just murdered my brother. But whatever, that's cool. Shit happens.
You're projecting,
Whatever.
you're projecting a lot right now.
Nah.
John, you did let him fall in lava because you couldn't name who Faarooq was.
Thank you.
That doesn't, listen,
You
that doesn't
would
make
have-
me a murderer.
It
All right,
makes
let's-
you a non-helper of people who are about to be murdered.
I would have. My point was, I would have said something like you said, but what I'm saying is, I wouldn't be able to name anything. I don't know.
You would have let me die. I would have
like to say,
died.
Hold on. I
Dead.
made a fine. I think I made a decent guess when I said Ric Flair.
Death.
You did.
Like
No,
that was like a decent guess. Like that probably would have been my guess. It would have been wrong, and I was right that it would have been wrong.
And
But
I
I'm
would have
saying-
been burned by lava slowly.
But I will
Yeah,
say,
you know, I mean,
I will say that just to clarify what I don't care about, it has nothing to do with me not caring about people who murder people. It's 100% that I don't give a shit if a wrestler has a teardrop tattoo, which is how this conversation started. I really
Right.
don't care. I don't care.
He
And
claims
also,
he claims to be a murderer, and he is not.
He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. He
When
just
you-
put
no, I
a
mean
teardrop
that's
there.
If-
what the tattoo means. I
That's-
get what Andrew's
thank you.
saying. What I'm saying is, you're like, the Undertaker's never murdered anybody. I don't know about that, bro. He absolutely could have murdered somebody.
I actually
Yeah,
assure
he
you,
didn't
Mark
murder
Calloway has never murdered
We're
anyone.
not talking about Mark Calloway,
For
Andrew.
fuck's sake.
Give me a break right now. Next thing you're gonna tell me is wrestling's fake. Bleep that out.
Hey, watch your mouth.
I said to bleep that out. It's fine. I just want to get
But
one or two
why
in
does
every
he need
episode.
the teardrop then? Then why
Because
does he need
I
it?
can't.
Andrew, all right, fuck it. Here we go.
Listen
One more
to the
time.
thing.
Andrew, it's fucking
Think
fake.
sharp.
Okay? It's fucking fake.
Write that down.
I'm a student at Stone Cold U. GPA 3.16.
Andrew, I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming right back into edit mode and being like, hey, write that down.
He's on top of it. He knows what makes a good podcast. Let's be real.
You guys might hate me for my takes, but I do know what makes a good pod.
Amazing about Long
Listen,
Island.
I'm from I'm Mark Marsden down in Reservoir Dogs, and
I low key do love this intro music too.
if Dude, you know what's talked about Dude Love is that if he was a character at a different time, he would have been
It would have been way more
fucking
over.
huge. But everyone,
If he was a character right now,
Right,
I think he would
exactly.
be a huge
Right.
star. Yeah,
But
I
because
agree
he-
with you. I actually agree with you.
because he has Mankind and Cactus Jack, like you're like,
Which is a cool dynamic. Which
right,
is a cool, like
exactly.
I do like that dynamic. But you're right. Yeah, you're right.
If he was able to just be this character, fuck, dude, he would have been over like Rover.
You know what I am excited about though? Mankind is about to switch over to like the dress shirt and tie look, which is
corporate
infinitely
Mankind,
better.
yeah. Oh, it's so good.
infinitely better. It's just so like fucking perfection. I'm so hyped for that.
It's so
Ass.
good because you've built this character up to be so anti-authority, and then you're gonna make him authority, but he embraces it. So you kind of have to embrace it because if you're a fan of him, like I'm not gonna root against him, right?
Yeah.
But he's on McMahon's side. I don't want him to, but it's such a good character.
It's such a good look.
It's such a good look. It's a good character. It's all that stuff. And you're just like, fuck, I want to be that.
Can't help but root for him.
Exactly. You can't help but root for Mick Foley anyway. Like, he could come out as any person, anybody. And everyone's
his
going to be
talent.
excited. Yeah, that's...
We'll
hold
do a
on,
Mick Foley episode. We will.
Oh, I like that.
We that is
We
our
That
already
is
drink on the
definitely
last
one.
thing?
drink on.
What? If the glass hit, it's your ass. That whole sign.
I drank on that already.
All right, cool.
If you hear the glass, it's
It's
your ass.
I mean, look
It's
at this
still blue.
fucking
It's
guy.
still blue.
It is.
Oh, it
blue.
is still blue.
It is
It's
blue.
blue.
I just...
Yeah, well, we were wrong. And there was another ass up in the
There
sign.
was.
I like that it's just stone cold.
I'm hyped to see Mick Foley in a main event.
New event. Yeah, this is gonna be
That's awesome. I
Look
mean, that
at the
just goes to
crowd,
show.
though.
I mean, like, say what you will about Mick Foley at this time, like, very, very respected.
No,
in the
we're
company.
about to get Mick Foley's best work. So
Yes.
be very careful.
Absolutely. And
I know what's coming up, so
John, even though Mick wasn't getting the main stage stuff earlier, like before this, he was the one of absolutely the most respected guys in the locker room. Like,
yeah, I believe that.
when Cactus Jack showed up into WWE, he wasn't he was Mankind. Nah, motherfucker, you Cactus Jack. Like, I watched you 10 years ago. Triple H has a great story of being like, I watched Cactus Jack in WCW while I was standing backstage as a rookie. Motherfucker didn't know me from a bottle of wine. Like, I was just standing back there. Watched him. 20 years later, I'm his boss. And he was
wild.
and Triple H says he was the greatest employee I ever had. Like,
because he respected him regardless.
Right, he absolutely, because he fucking fought him. Like, he was like, yo, you just happened to fall into the great... Look, we talk about Triple H a lot with Stephanie and all that shit. Motherfucker, it has nothing to do that Triple H married into the family. He would have been the biggest wrestler of all time ever, regardless of that. So I think it's really cool that he brought the people that helped him along. Mick Foley was a commissioner of Raw for like 6 years.
For a while.
If you don't think that's because Triple H was like, yo, we're putting this guy helped me, I'm putting him over. Like, that's exactly how it went. We look at this now in 98 and we're like, Triple H is a goof and Stone Cold is great.
You do. But
no, I even think that Triple H is great. I do. But I like to make fun of Triple H because fuck that guy.
Fair enough, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Right. That's exactly. But I understand that Triple H is one of the greatest, most influential people that ever came into wrestling. But so is Mick Foley.
He is.
But so is Mick Foley.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to tell me that.
I obviously. But what I'm saying is Mick doesn't get the credit that he really deserves. Triple H was one character. Yep, it molded and it changed over the course of years. In 1 year, Mick Foley was 3 distinctually different characters. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And it's not weird at all. It's not weird at all.
It's not. Everybody just was
worked.
like, yep.
It just worked.
It's a little inconsistent. It's a little bump and bump.
Sure.
But, like, it's not weird, though.
No,
like, I'm not
absolutely
mad.
not.
Agreed.
When Dude Love is fighting, right? So say Steve threw Dude Love through the back thing, and Cactus Jack came out, I'd go, yep, makes total sense. I don't even think twice about it. Because Mick is each character 100%. No one can ever say that. People have changed. People have changed characters a lot. Austin was the $1 million champion. He was a different character. But he would not in a million years for $1 million fucking dollars.
Just onto concrete.
That was gross.
Not even through anything to like break his fall. Just onto concrete.
There you go, bud. And you know Stone Cold is down there like, is he okay? Is he all right? Like, let's like.
Well,
look at
the
this.
thing is,
look at this. Look at this.
You know, Mick was like, just throw me. Just throw me. Don't worry about it. Don't
God
stop for a
damn.
second.
He jumped off the goddamn Hell in a Cell. Anyone that ever says, "Oh, the
He's
Undertaker,"
gonna. He hasn't yet.
That's true. It hasn't happened yet.
He hasn't yet.
well, spoiler alert.
That is a Flights episode. Whatever.
Oh, dude.
That
John,
is,
that
you know.
isn't a flight episode.
You know what?
That's a booze episode.
That's it.
That's a we're all having drinks.
That's probably gotta be that. That might be the first booze episode.
Yeah.
And if
Well,
it's
I've
not a
got the
booze
car
episode,
film.
we're finding a way to get together for that episode. Because,
If we
fuck,
can.
dude.
We absolutely can.
We can. We'll figure
Yeah.
it out. And all I'm saying is that episode, a month from now, that shit is outrageous. Like,
Yeah.
look at the things he's doing now. He goes, he says, I got to do better than this. I have to be
Well,
more.
we got 2 episodes. We got two months worth of episodes for, because we've got this pay-per-view and then another pay-per-view, and then that's the June pay-per-view.
Okay. Even still, look at what we're building with Mick Foley.
Oh, dude.
He's preparing himself to take the ultimate bump. And what's cool is that you can see this. Like, if you know what you're looking for, he's doing the things that are making him over in the negative way. You can be over in a positive way. You can be over in a negative way. If you're over in a positive way, you're fucking Hulk Hogan, right? You're all the music, all that stuff. You're The Rock. If you're over in a negative way, you're Kane. You're Dude Love. Like, you're the people that we're not supposed to like, but you're so fucking good that you're over. Mick Foley, Dude Love specifically, is the exact epitome of that. We're not supposed to like this guy. He's a goof. He's a fucking dork. Like, nobody likes Dude Love on premise. You like Mick Foley, so all right, he's doing this character. We like him. But Dude Love's kind of a goof. Nah, I mean, come on.
I do like that kind of semi-glazed eye thing that he was doing. The
But
60s
that's
dance move
a
that
Cactus Jack move. Like, he's like, it's not like, hold on though. It's not like Dude Love is coming up with his own cool moves separately from Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack has his moves, and Mankind has his moves, and those are separate. Great. Dude Love is like a weird mix of both, where it doesn't make sense. He's trying to be a face. He's trying to be a face, but he does heel moves. And we all are just like, but you're like, why are you fighting Stone Cold? We're never going to root for you if you're fighting against Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I mean, this is to talk about these two as heel and face. I think it's just kind of not applicable. Like, you can't, because Stone Cold's not a face and Stone Cold's not a heel, and neither is Dude Love.
Okay, but I think Dude Love is a heel, especially now that
I don't think he's heel.
He's aligned himself with the McMahons, though. So, like,
Not really. He's more aligned himself against Stone Cold. That doesn't default make him.
Which, by the way,
McMahon.
all dates back to that promo from a couple episodes ago. Where he said, he's like, remember in at the end of the Raw, I think it was April 6th. Remember, DX came and attacked him and Terry, and the audience started chanting Stone Cold. He cut a promo about it later, saying how upset he was.
Right.
This is more of a real retaliation of that. But I think you're right, Andrew.
That's what I'm saying. He's mad that he's not getting the credit for being a great wrestler, but Stone Cold gets all the credit, even though all he does is walk down and stun someone. He's not fighting good matches, and Mick is like, yo, this is bullshit. Like, I fight all these 5-star, maybe not 5-star, but these great matches, and Stone Cold goes down and stuns someone, and he's the greatest guy ever. Bullshit.
That's one. I mean, I don't give a shit about star matches. I know that we've all talked about this before, and we don't really care that much because it's just one guy's opinion. But like, and I'm not trying. There's enough podcasts and shit on Dave Meltzer. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I'm just saying that, like, I would argue that the storyline is really strong between these two. I really like it, and I like how I do think Austin. These are the matches, and I think you're right. That if you only had the Shawn match from Mania to go off of, and that's all you'd seen, then you'd be like, well, why do I care about this Stone Cold guy? All he does is stun people and drink beer. Why do I care?
Right.
If he gets a great promo, that's it. I think these matches, like, this is great. Easily this is the best on the card.
But how
so
much?
Far.
Okay, yes, I agree. How much of this is Mick doing his shit versus like and selling for Stone Cold? Like, he's all Mick has done this whole match is sell.
It takes two to tango.
Of always, that's my phrase. That's what I say. But that's
and, like,
my.
You can't.
But that's my exact point.
Mick has laid on very good moves. Stone Cold has sold them. I mean, these two just work together really well. I mean, that's just the reality of it.
I just feel like
we can talk about Dude Love not being like the strongest character, but I don't know. I get it. Like there's a fiction to it, and if
I don't think it. If I may, I don't think it matters what character Mick is playing for someone your age. Because you just look at Mick as one character. Where when this was happening in live time, Dude Love, Mankind, and Mick Foley were completely different people.
And I can offer a different perspective real quick, John, and then I'll let you jump in. When I was watching this, I didn't know who Cactus Jack was.
Yeah.
Because for me, I had always seen Mick, because again, remember, I'm 7. I didn't know who Cactus Jack was. All I had known of Mick Foley, and I didn't even know that was his name, was Mankind.
Yeah.
So seeing the three faces of Foley real time was pretty wild at the time.
Yeah, I
don't think Andrew's wrong in his like synopsis of the psychology of the match. I don't think you're wrong. I do think you're reading in a little bit too much because you're grabbing. Well, of course, and I'm not shitting on you. I'm just saying that, like.
No, I know that I look too deep into everything. Yeah,
you've got 2021 Andrew talking to 8-year-old Andrew too. You know what I mean? Listen, so that's pretty wild.
Right. That's at the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. I've watched this so many times. I've been able to parcel it out and been like, wait, that doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. People watching it for the first time, they're not going to see that shit. I get that. What I'm saying is, fuck, this was not the way they should have done this. You had so many better ways to do this. And you just didn't.
No. Yeah, but that's also armchair quarterbacking.
Is it? When I know it would have been. But if like what we talked about earlier, if you built the feud between Mick and Stone Cold better and didn't bring in Dude Love, but just brought in the Mick for Steve character, like. Fuck.
Yeah, all right. I can. No, I see what you're saying. You've clarified that, I think, a little bit more now. I can vibe with what you're talking about, actually. Dude Love could have been a part of it, but not the central piece.
But you make it all 3 characters versus Stone Cold. Like, you build that whole thing.
Yeah. I do understand what you're saying. Because you're saying, hey, it's a good angle that Mick's pissed off at Stone Cold for kind of not really doing anything. But Mick, I throw myself into chairs and tables. I throw myself into tacks and all this shit. Right. And you don't do any of that shit, but people still cheer for you. I put on 3 different characters that people understand and people still like you better.
Not just, but I mean, love. Like, if you were like, can you imagine Cactus Jack coming down and talking to Stone Cold and being like, motherfucker, I'm all of these things. I'm everything you wish you could be as a wrestler.
Yeah.
But you'll never.
I see what you're saying. Like, I do actually see what you're saying.
And you have this. But you can't because you can't blend stuff the way that they can now.
I would say I wonder how much of it, because part of me thinks Mick Foley probably would have wanted something that was more blended, and I wonder how much of it was like, no, we can't do that. You need to be like one character.
Right.
Also, hilarious Vince right there asking the ref to stop the count.
Look, he's still doing it. Unreal. What an asshole.
Stop the count.
An abdominal stretch.
Now he's trying to ring the bell.
An abdominal stretch too of all moves.
Because right now, to your point, Andrew, this is starting to seem more like Vince versus Steve.
Well, and that's where they go with this. And that's fine, but
which ends up working very well, but
right. But I need to think that Mick is gonna win this match. As Dude Love, I don't think he's ever gonna win this match. As Mankind, or even as fucking Mick Foley, I feel like he's gonna win. He has a chance to win this match. Not as Dude Love.
Or I mean, at least having him exchange personalities would have been fine. Because if he started as Dude, if he started as one thing, if he ended the. I feel like if he ended the match as Dude Love, you'd be like, yeah, Dude Love's gonna win.
Right.
Oh.
Ow.
You know what I mean? Like you can. That looked brutal as fuck. Even Vince is like, my talent.
That wasn't on
purpose. No, Mick is like,
that's my money.
Ow, you just hit my spine, you asshole. Like,
I gotta get out of here.
Like, I'll go. And he's turned around. He's like, punch me, but
all right,
don't pick me up.
All what we've talked about aside, this is a fucking wild match.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like, regardless of anything else, like, this is fucking buck wild.
He just hit his leg on the ring bell.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But that's what's cool about any Mick Foley match is, you know, he tells the other wrestler, like, just fucking go for it.
Kill me.
But also, I think it ties in together the promo we saw earlier.
Yeah, it does.
We saw
absolutely.
We saw the promo earlier about the ring bell guy, or the
announcer.
ring bell guy.
The ring bell guy, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
look at Vince. I love it. Just the calm, cool, collected. This is gonna be one of those like crazy finishes where we're just like, what? What just happened? Mark my words. Oh, sweet shin music. Let's go.
The funniest finish move ever.
Oh no.
That's the ref.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Sorry, Mike.
Vince, you own the company. You can stop the match. You can stop the match.
Wow, I love it. Oh, wow. Get him. Look at Vince.
Vince, do you want to do something about your official?
Yeah, really. You'd think he'd get up and wake up the ref, who's somehow knocked out.
He's just stupefied, though.
What are we watching? Like, what is going on right now?
There he goes, just waking him up.
It's such bullshit. So dumb. Have you... Listen, the mandible claw, if you've ever had it really put on you, that shit is real. Like, it will fuck you up. It goes under your tongue. Yeah, 2 fingers.
Under your tongue and just press down. It hurts, genuinely.
Yeah. It's a fucking real move.
John does it to himself.
I mean, I don't know. I was
John's like,
about it hurts.
Listen, Monique, every couple nights, you know, she just walks in.
Wow. How did that?
Disgusting.
That's disgusting.
You sick fuck.
Don't deny what really happens, John. It's okay. We're all truthful
Andrew,
here. We're all trying to be friends.
I put Alex in the sharpshooter every now and again. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I do?
Sorry.
Listen, the valet and I, it's all about the figure four. Woo!
But you know what? If you think about those in sex moves, terrible plan.
Yeah, no, not ideal.
Oh.
Not ideal at all. Vince!
Wow, that's-
Vince bump! Vince
yeah.
bump!
And a bunch of fuck yous to Vince real quick.
Please end this. Please end this now. Stunner!
ref's-
Oh,
the ref's out.
is the ref
The ref's
going to
out.
mysteriously wake up?
Ref's out.
Come on.
1, 2,
That was 3.
3.
The crowd is like, yeah, it works.
Stone Cold
Whatever.
counts himself out anyway.
And everyone was like, yeah, just do it. Just.
Everyone's like,
that
all right.
counts.
Oh, the ring guy.
That's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid.
All right, I'll drink on
That
that.
is a little stat.
That was fucking stupid.
Kind of fucking stupid.
Just the end. The match was awesome, but the ending was stupid.
The ending is dumb.
Look at what we're
'Cause I was
watching.
When the ref didn't get up, I was like, oh, okay, they're gonna go on for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Ass.
It's like, no, he just. I guess he set that up though, right? Because the person who rings the bell, he was like, make sure you ring that when I win.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's still dumb, and we can all acknowledge the fingers.
No, that was
It is. It's a
terrible.
little-
That
it's a little
was
silly.
that
It's
was
a little
whack.
silly.
Oh my god, please kill the person on the I was hoping Stone Cold would just flip the. Oh boy. Vince is really hurt, guys.
Yeah, he
For
looks it.
sure.
You better be, you guys, just everyone,
He should have
Thoughts-
belt on
T-
the ground.
T's and P's out for Vince.
Thoughts and prayers to Mr. McMahon.
T's and P's,
Yeah.
baby. What a
Yeah, they really
weird,
didn't go all out for that.
what a weird pay-per-view.
It was good.
It was
It
good.
really wasn't
It-
that bad.
Well, what I'm thinking is it had so many good matches to start, and then they just ended it with this just craziness. Like, I'm all for the schmozzy finish and the brouhaha, but this was crazy. Like, oh, Vince is knocked out, he's dead, and it seemed too much.
Oh,
Like, the dude love part of it, it's weird.
Oh, Stone Cold's been disqualified.
Oh, yeah, and the winner is dude love. Ugh. So lame. Like, this is what I mean. Like, this is lame. Like, what are we doing here?
well,
I'm
come
not
on.
surprised. I'm not surprised by that finish.
Okay,
No.
fine. I'm not surprised either, necessarily, but... what are we doing? Like, okay, so what's next? Can anyone predict what's next? Let's have a little contest here. Can anyone predict
Isn't
what's
that
gonna
the
fucking...
point? You shouldn't. Bro, you don't know what's gonna happen next, bro. I'm like, it's the
I'm
shit that
You're
you
so
said.
mad about stuff that happened 23 years ago.
I am. Okay, so is just so what? Yes, I am mad. Because it's stupid, because it doesn't
am.
make sense. Like, what are we doing? So Dude Love's just gone now? So Mick Foley hold on.
I think if we're leading into the Mankind thing, that's gonna change. I mean, that's kind of what's going on.
But
he's starting to side with the McMahon faction.
Right, okay, fine. But what we just saw shows that he's gone. He's out. Like, we know what Mick Foley is. We know it's Mankind, Dude
Yeah,
Love.
Dude Love is
all that
out,
stuff.
but I mean, like that's.
I don't know,
Dude
man.
Love
I
is
think-
Dude Love is
I
just
think if
one
you
piece of
remember
the rest of
things,
the
you're
picture.
wrong.
It didn't feel like that in the time. And I'll say you right now, it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like, okay, we're losing this character.
Yeah, but you're
And
not
that's-
right then. You're not right.
Fine, okay, but Justin,
I
you're
don't know.
talking.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Hold on, you're talking about things that happen. I'm talking about the episode that happens today. Right now, I'm pissed. I'm like, this is lame.
I mean, they're not supposed to. There's
I
no way
kn-
you can know what they're going to do.
Well, unfortunately, I do know what they're gonna do because I've already
you're
fucking
wrong,
watched it.
man.
But what I'm saying is, in this episode, this was a bad ending of Raw because you left us with these shitty answers. Not the best episodes of Raw leaves us with questions and answers that we can kind of, hey, what might happen? Oh, this might happen. Da, da, da. Can any of you really say you have any fucking idea what's going on right now? Because even I, who know what's going on, even I, who know what's going on, is like, what the fuck are they doing? This is great. This is weird. Like, none of it makes sense. Vince McMahon is dying on television right in front of our faces right now. You guys can honestly tell me where you think this is gonna go? No fucking way.
No,
Come on.
but I disagree with the premise that that's a bad thing. That's what I would say.
Fine.
Like not knowing where something goes makes me be like, I gotta know what they do next.
Fine.
What the fuck are they gonna do?
But for the sake of this podcast, it'd be cool if we kind of knew where it was going, or at least we had an idea. We had a thought, like the three of us.
Well, we do.
Well, do we? Because I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, we know what happens.
None of it.
If we're talking about the context of this, podcast, we absolutely could look up and understand where they're going with this.
But
you can't argue. John, you can't argue those two things in the same breath.
And when I'm saying,
on one hand, if I was watching this with no context, I don't know what's happening, and that's not good for the podcast where we know what's going to happen.
But what I'm saying is, even go ahead and look up what's going to happen next. It's not what actually.
I'm not going
it's not, and it's not going to be what happens next. They do a really good job of swerving us.
Well, then, to your point, it's a good thing, is it not?
I'm just
Hey, Andrew.
nah. I'm mad because this whole episode didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I wanted conclusion.
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
All right. Listen. Regardless of what you intended, that was the funniest.
I want conclusion. I want it to end. I want the fucking end of this goddamn story.
You were just like, I don't really get what's going on here, but they do a really great job of swerving us.
Listen, they're doing a good job. But fuck.
Well, then what are we complaining about?
Because I want it to end. Good, John. I want it to fucking end. Do you understand? I want it to end.
We have committed to watching every Raw of 1998.
Yeah.
It needs to conclude the storyline now. Just conclude it.
I hate to break it to you. I'm sorry, audience, but you have, if you've listened to anything and understood podcasts that we've referenced all the time on this podcast, you know that this Mick Foley thing with Austin is going to go another month. So strap in, motherfucker.
Strap in.
Another goddamn pay-per-view to go.
I'm in. I'm ready to go. I'm excited.
And with that, I'd like to thank everyone for listening to the Watchalong.
And this storyline now. End it.
Well, thanks everyone for checking out the Watchalong Express. I hope everyone enjoyed their Golden Age beers and the Golden Age drinks and the real Golden Age wrestling, which of course is the Attitude Era.
Motherfucker.
And Jordan and Justin.
No, I'm the one who ends the podcast. Motherfucker. So all of you wonderful folks who have somehow made it to the end of this podcast at this point, because I don't blame you for tuning out while Justin and I fought. For Jordan, John, and the motherfucking goof, Jordan. Justin.
What did Jordan do?
Jordan. Well, Jordan didn't have a microphone tonight, so he's also a goof.
Okay.
But tonight, Justin is the number one goof, and he can suck a dick. And
hold on, I like that. Do we elect a number one goof every night? Who was the number
I'm
one goof of the
absolutely
night?
voting for Andrew. Andrew is absolute number one.
Andrew,
Yes,
it's democracy,
gives
and you
us-
are number one goof.
Goof. Dude, you give this 45-minute fucking rant about how wrestling's still real to you, damn it. At the end, you just tell me that they did a great job.
You're like, you did a good job.